Good morning, everybody. You know what we do on this show? This is the J-Bo and Silk Holler show, where we talk about stocks, we talk about cryptocurrency, and we talk about what's currently going on in the market. And if you guys could see what's going on in the market, you might be feeling good this morning. Now, let's start off with some news, which we always do. We're gonna start off with some Tesla news. Tesla is due to post a record first quarter profit despite supply interruptions. Now, you know, Tesla last year delivered 500,000 vehicles. They now going to make good on their promise to come out to 800 to 900,000 vehicles this year. And if you don't know, CEO Elon Musk has been getting excellent news for SpaceX and has been approved for a contract by NASA, which is only more good news for Tesla in the long run. Now, we had a shortage of supply earlier. It doesn't look like it's hit Tesla as much, which actually generated over $6 billion in sales and $16 million in profit within a small month alone. Tesla just doing excellent, man. Excellent. But in our next piece of news, we're going to move on to Expedia CEO. I don't know if any of you have ever used Expedia before, but this guy say a travel boom is coming. And this is looming in the face of a $48 billion loss for all airlines as a whole. So if you're involved in any airline stocks, just make sure you keep an eye out for that. I was looking for a drop in airline stocks to get in because they lost $48 billion collectively. And the government is not subsidizing that. But a travel boom is looming. By the end of 2021, I expect operations and everything to get back to normal. So that's going to be an excellent boost for the stock market coming up. I don't know if anybody's got Delta or Spirit or any of those stocks that you hold. Those stocks are probably going to skyrocket soon by the end of this year. So just be on the lookout for that. They did lose a total of $126 billion last year, $48 billion so far this year. But I think that we got a turnaround coming because if you haven't noticed, nobody's been traveling like they were traveling before, but those restrictions are being brought back. So let's look at these airline stocks and let's make sure we make the right decision. That's why I love looking at the news early in the morning. Now, on
Not
from
only
stock news. You say what,
not
Silk?
only air I just want to add not only airline stocks but Airbnb, all the just vacations in general. Airbnb stocks are going to take off. So definitely look into all the travel benefits.
People not understanding, man. Hotel stocks. I was just seeing a news article this morning. Hotel stocks, airline stocks. Just watch how the industry rebound ridiculously. Now, before the pandemic, they were saying, "Hey, things might not never get back to normal." I think it's going back to normal faster than usual right now. I mean, besides the Johnson and Johnson vaccine not going right, and a lot of people not trusting them vaccines, you still got a lot of people who want to travel. You know what I'm saying? So we are really we due for an overhaul, and United States is finally coming through with it. We're gonna be hitting these beaches and in Las Vegas. Everything's opening back up. I think by mid-July. So you can expect those airline stocks and stuff like that to go ahead and move up. Now we're gonna talk about the last bit of news today, and that is the fall of Bitcoin and how Bitcoin just did a 360. Now you got a lot of people worried because Bitcoin dropped to around 50 grand. I think it went under 50 grand actually first time in I think almost a year, right? So Bitcoin dropped below 50,000 and you had a lot of people panicking. This was actually an excellent time to get into Bitcoin. Like I think that this was a healthy for Bitcoin, honestly, because we were stuck in the same trend. It was due for a readjustment. It needed to drop, it needed to fall so it can poise us for a $100,000 run. Like you guys remember last couple of shows, I always say that Bitcoin is going to run to 100 grand, but we needed that initial fall. But what people not paying attention to is for the first time ever, other cryptos were not following Bitcoin closely. Like if you look at the price of Bitcoin and then you look at the price of Ethereum, Ethereum went to its all-time high while Bitcoin had went down to almost its all-time low over the weekend. That's something in the market I have never seen before. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Silk. That's actually amazing to be honest with you, because most cryptos usually fall, they follow Bitcoin and the price of Bitcoin. But when you actually realize that Bitcoin essentially doesn't have the value that we put into it. And Bitcoin can't do the things that other cryptos can do. When people realize that Bitcoin is just used as a crypto, that's it. It doesn't have any other, like, it's just used as a digital money. Every other crypto has some other use for it. Like if you got Ethereum, you can actually build apps and contracts on that network. When they realize how old Bitcoin is and how obsolete it is, I still think it's going to be big, but I think the other cryptos have a way of coming up. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing some more
Mm-hmm.
research on Bitcoin, and then I realized that Bitcoin is only a digital source of money. That's it. It can't do anything else. You can build whole applications on the Ethereum network. That's why Ethereum is so valuable. We're going to get more into that later in the show so you guys can understand. But Ethereum, man, Ethereum is going to make you some money. Just put it like that. That whole network and all the cryptos that run under Ethereum network, that is going to make you some money. That's the future. I feel like this chain has the opportunity to make a lot of people who aren't millionaires millionaires. I know you guys been on YouTube looking at all the videos where somebody was like, hey, I'm a Dogecoin millionaire now. I'm a Cardano millionaire, you know, all that kind of stuff. But this is really an opportunity if you invest in Ethereum itself. But anyway, let's get these morning messages in. Good morning to everybody. Stay positive. This is Money Mondays, and this is where we're going to make this money.
Grand Rising, gentlemen, Grand Rising. So, I'm not going to talk about Tesla this morning, although I do. I just did 2 shows this weekend about the BS Consumer Reports and this whole crash that happened in Texas. But that's beside the point that I want to make today. Nikola has a lockout of stocks, not called a lockout, a lockup of their C-suite and executives will be expiring on the 30th. And I think a lot of them are going to sell out of Nikola because the company is just trash. And they've been promoting some stuff to try to get the stock. They've been putting some press releases out to try to get the stock up before the 30th. So I'm putting some put options on them because I think they're going to sell all their shares after this lockup period ends. Anyway.
Hey, Matt. Good morning to you, man. Are you just saying that because you work for Tesla and you hate Nikola? But I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm with you on that because they are trash, man. Like that's the same company that ran up off of no product. And I'm with you on that, honestly. I was just trying to see if you was biased because you was at Tesla, man. I think Nikola, didn't that drop below almost $10 or something, Silk? Nikola Motors?
Yeah.
I don't know where they stock price is, man, but I know that they
to be honest with you, they is definitely not on the radar. Like, they is not even respected right now.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember,
that's so a good move.
Companies that don't have a product that people believe in, and I'm just like, hey, man, you know, they just making concept vehicles, right? Like this is not a real vehicle. It's just it's an idea that people want to really buy into. That's why I'm scared of that sector because I didn't invest in some stocks where it was just an idea and they didn't have the products yet. But now that I've learned better, I won't be doing that same shit.
Hey, Javo, Silk Holla. Love your guys' show. So informative, super good. How do you guys feel about Biden and his talk about his taxes he wants to impose? You think he's going to make the stock market, excuse my English, shit the bed? I mean, after all, we have basically like a fake depression going on, or recession. Which word am I trying to use? I need coffee. Anyways, yeah, how do you feel about that? I mean, I hear a lot of people talking that if his tax hikes take effect, they're pulling their shit out of stocks and going into crypto, which is interesting. What do you think about that?
Hey, first off, good morning to you. Good morning to you. I've been telling people for a minute about Biden's tax plan on the ultra rich. I think he wants to tax the 0.3%, which is really inside of the 1%. He wants to tax those guys and drop that tax rate down to 28%. Now, if you guys don't remember before, Donald Trump put in a plan to take corporate tax from 36% all the way down to 21%. So really, Biden is only putting back in place a couple of more, what is that, 7 more percent? Like the corporations, you got to remember, these guys are the big boys. Anytime you fuck with the big boys, guess what happens to the market? The market follows that. So I am a little bit worried about that. But me and Silk been preaching for the last couple of shows that it's time to move out of stocks anyway. And it's time for you guys to get into stock options. If you really want to play the stock market, keep your money in the long-term stocks, because you know what? The corporations never coming out those long-term stocks. You'll see them selling off in a lot of other stocks, but they ain't coming out the long-term stocks. So keep your money in that in the first place. Biden's tax plan is really viable to me. We really need that technology. I mean, if you remember, Jeff Bezos came out in support of Biden's corporate tax plan. You know, ultimately, he's doing it because it's going to benefit Amazon. What happens is if America changes its infrastructure, you know what I'm saying? If it changes its infrastructure and this bill goes through, and we will be able to keep up with China and other countries when it comes to EVs and high-speed trains and stuff like that, that's ultimately going to benefit Amazon in the long run. What are they trying to do right now? Amazon is trying to take over the whole world with their 1-day shipping and 2-day shipping. They taking on UPS, USPS, DHL. All those companies can't compete with a company like Amazon. So why wouldn't Jeff Bezos back up a Biden tax infrastructure plan? They're not really losing anything, people. They're not really losing anything. They already were paying high taxes before, and most companies that are rich get around that in the first place. Most companies don't even pay taxes because of all of the damn loopholes. So it don't matter if the corporate tax rate dropped to me. They're going to find a way around paying. I mean, we were just talking about small business, getting a small business so we can avoid taxes and write it off on our businesses. Imagine being a big Fortune 500 company. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're going to be able to write that stuff off. I mean, they were just having an article on how Amazon didn't pay any taxes one year. You know, $11 billion in profit, and you ain't paying no taxes? What kind of shit is that? What's going on with the little guy? So that's what I think about Biden's tax plan. I think it's excellent. I think the companies are full of shit. They're not really losing anything. They already were paying a high tax rate a year and a half ago. Trump changed all of that. I remember, you know how I remember so vividly? Because I was working at the plant. I've been working at the plant. They gave us $2,000 basically for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't you remember that? They gave us a $2,000 bonus when that tax plan came. That's how fucking happy the corporations were. And they were pacifying us with that little bit of money, but they were saving billions overall because of the tax cut. 36 to 21%. And then Trump put the wool over your eyes because our tax rate temporarily was cut. Did you guys know in 2022, our taxes are going to go up? Ours were temporary. Corporations were permanent. Permanent. But anyway,
well,
I had a whole lot to
everybody.
say today.
Hey, I'm loving your fire right now. I was just sitting back like, dang, you really turned up right now
Hey,
this
she
morning.
inspiring me talking about that. You know
Hey,
I've been
good
talking about
morning,
that.
everybody. Welcome to the JVO TV and the Silk Collar Show, where we come on Monday and Wednesdays, a half an hour before the stock market open up. What I think about it, Biden, everybody gonna get taxed sooner or later, even us.
Yeah.
But it's starting at the top, and it's just gonna dwindle down. This is America's restructure period. So the stock market gonna want to take off, but they're gonna want to make Biden look stupid as well. So I don't see the stock market. I see the stock market by the summertime going right back down and crypto coming right back up. So
Yeah.
that's
And
what
if
I think.
you know what, anybody listening, if I'm wrong, I don't mind you guys coming on, correct me. Come on and correct me. I just get passionate. And you know me, I make sure that I read before I get on this show. Like this stuff just comes to me when you guys ask those questions. I'll be like, hey man, did you know this happened, that happened? You know, that stuff comes to me because I'm passionate about it. I love hearing
Yeah,
about political news or anything that have to do with the stock market, to be honest with you. But anyway,
and don't confuse passionate for argumentative. So we
yeah,
just we just passionate about just what we love to do. We love to talk about stocks. So this is definitely not an argumentative voice or whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get some of these messages. So,
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Danny. I just have a question. Could you guys tell me a little bit about Pocket Option? I am on the app using the demo right now. My first night I went from 1,000 to 9,000, but I used the 416 method, and I just did a bunch of guesstimating. But I tried it again the next day. Man, I didn't do so good. Could you kind of tell me how to stay consistent using the 416 method or the 614 method?
Hey,
so
pocket options is
yeah,
pocket
you know
options
about
is
that. I'll be honest with you, I don't know nothing about it.
pocket options is a scam. I don't mess with pocket options.
You said
Pocket
it's a scam?
options
Why you say it's a
is
scam?
it's really an ideal broker for those who looking for an easy way to is a quick way to make demo trades. So I don't really mess with pocket options. Pocket options to me feels like a scam. Like they
You said
really are scams. So I really
1,000 and
I
9,000, man. That do sound a little fishy. I don't know nothing about it, so I look at things that are unsure. I stay out of. You know what I'm saying? Like
uh,
me, I need to understand more about forex trading. Like I looked into
yeah
forex trading. We gave a show on forex trading, but I'm not really into it. You know what I'm saying? I have to be into it. I'm the type of person that has to be connected to something to actually get it. Like stock options trading, I really wanted that. So I became as good as I possibly could on stock options trading. Forex trading, I feel like the US dollar is falling too much, man. It's gonna become shit. So Forex trading for me with the US dollar is just not gonna happen, man. But anyway,
yeah
I had,
pocket options are regulated by international federal market regulations. So
okay.
I just don't trust the pocket options too much.
All day.
See, now you had to bring up Tesla, so now I got to say some stuff. So yes, they were up. Their deliveries were up 109% in Q1 over last year, which is again doubling the number, and that's in a, like you said, a shortage of microchips. It's a microchip shortage. But not only that, they didn't have the S or X lines, which are their highest margin cars. They were doing a refresh on those cars, so there was no deliveries of S or X, and they still got those deliveries up. Now, what's going to happen though? There was a lot of the reason why they're still going to have a great earnings call, even though their highest margin cars weren't being delivered, is because the fourth quarter of last year they had a lot of one-time events. They had some they had to pay off Elon's stock compensation.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey man,
What is going on with the
that
minis, the semiconductors, man? I don't know if anybody knows, but the semiconductor shortage is really hitting United States hard. It's a world shortage right now. PS5, Xboxes, Teslas, every car uses these chips, man. They just at my job, they just cut. They had one shift work 1 week. They want us to work 1 week, but then they're gonna have another shift, two other shifts work 3 weeks straight because the shortage is now hitting all automakers pretty hard. I'm wondering when it's gonna get down to where we get no PS5s. Like I'll be real with y'all, I had bought a PS5, right? I had a PS5 just a week ago. I put it up online just to see. I put something like an outrageous price. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a hustler at the same time. I like making money. So I bought the thing for $530, right? As soon as I put it up on eBay for $900, it was gone. I literally just sent this thing off. It was gone. So that's how hot these things are, because you used to look, PS5 and them came out November 2020, man. You still can't get one of these things because of these chips. Like, that's huge going forward for the auto industry, for Tesla to still be able to make a profit while supply was short with the semiconductors, while the pandemic is still going on. You got to understand, man, Tesla is the future. It flat out is the future, man. If you're not investing in Tesla, I don't know what the hell you're doing, because Tesla
Hey,
it's a no-brainer. This the
hey, shout out to the community, man. Like we appreciate the inside scoop on the
yeah,
guy that work at Tesla. So
man,
shout
yeah, man,
out to the community. But what's scary is this is what you're gonna have to think about. Not only is there a shortage in that computer chip, right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
they're gonna have to change it all up. Like, even I had a discussion with a guy. He was talking about. I was like, man, Tesla is gonna have to somehow go away from that chip.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I'm thinking about like the future, like the cheap cars, the 25 under the $25,000 cars. I can see
That
those
ain't really cheap
not
though. Yeah,
running
I
off
hear you.
that chip. They have to get away from that, because that shortages is really putting a damper on their growth. So they're going to have to either figure out how to make it, or they're going to have to talk to uh, I want to say what's that stock, NNDM,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
with
Nano
the
dimension.
with the yeah, the nano dimension. So that's why I'm curious, because you don't have to have you can put like a that computer chip or computer code on, like something simple like a piece of paper or some plastic. So
Yeah.
it don't
Does
have
anybody?
to have that regular chips, that regular material that they have. So
Yeah,
stuff needs to be like really lighter and faster.
yeah.
So
They working on the technology now, just like they working on battery cells. Does anybody know why we having a semiconductor shortage with these chips? Like, I haven't really looked into it a whole lot, but does anybody know why we having this shortage of semiconductor chips in the world right now? Because that's really slowing down production for automakers, and I don't know how that's going to affect. You guys know how the stock market works. When one sector goes down, it inadvertently is like a tumble effect. And I don't know why the
but
stock
this
market
is
is like
what
that, but
I'm
that's
this
just how it is.
but this is where you can make a lot of money. Like, you got to be mad locked. Like, when
Okay,
how I made my money in the
Moderna.
no, Moderna. Yeah, yeah, you got me right on the money.
Yeah,
Moderna, it was Novax, and it was something else. That's how I made my money. I did some research, like, okay, all the vaccine companies in the United States. Now you got to look at, okay, who can problem solve this problem that we have in the United States.
yeah,
Don't look outside the United States. You might can look at one or two companies outside of the United States, but this is where you want to put your money at, your next money at. This is our problem. Okay, problem solve, and figure out what companies is going to help us problem solve this problem in the United States. Because one thing I noticed about the United States, we're trying to stay in the United States with everything moving
yeah.
forward. We
And
don't
you got
want
to
to
remember,
rely
hey,
too much on China.
but see, no, but you know what? All our relations, man, I'm not a Trump basher, none of that. I don't know if we got Trump fans in here. I stay neutral, man, but our relationships with other countries are at some of the worst all-time highs, man. Our relationship with China right now is not good. Our relationship with other countries are not at an all-time high, man. We just got out of a presidency where the guy spent a lot of time ruining relationships. You know what I'm saying? And then being cool with the
But
dictators.
but but
And I'm
we
like,
real
I'm like,
but this one thing I gotta say, man, you got to take up for Trump on this point. We've been
okay.
sucking like, excuse my French, but we've been kissing everybody's ass, and we made bad trades. Like, yeah,
No,
we
wait,
eating
wait a minute.
good. with Clinton, but we've been making bad like trade contracts. We've been kissing everybody butt and making bad negotiations just to get money. But actuality, we should have stayed in the United States with things. Like we got to rely. We got away from.
Okay, you
We
right.
got
You right.
away from. We got away from. We got away from like you. We used a lot of cheap labor and got away from made in the United States. That's when United States money kept circulating. But right now, the United States is like it's like a everybody putting they straw in, and it's like a fucking milkshake. Everybody's
But
just
look,
draining us of money.
but check
Sooner
this
or
out.
later, we're gonna be like,
It's cheap labor, but if you come over here, man, what are you gonna get? How you gonna get them U.S. workers to do China work? I mean, check this out. If I'm a company and I can go over there and get this guy to work for $10 an hour, and over here I have to pay this guy $30 an hour plus benefits, which actually comes out to $58 an hour. What the hell do you think I'm gonna do? Now I do appreciate trying to make the laws stronger with it, but ultimately those sanctions and what's that? Those embargoes he put on China and all that stuff where we were trying to fight him with the trade war, that ultimately hurt us, man. Our products and stuff is all up across the board. You guys go on Amazon, you go on anything, all prices have went up across the board from that, man. Now, if you wanted to have a fight with somebody, don't have a fight with China, the main fucking people that we trade with. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least have a civilized conversation. Say, hey, look, man, if you guys don't ease this up, then we're gonna do this. Like, I'll tell you, look, China's so difficult that we make a truck right at the plant. If you put the diesel emission on a China truck the wrong way, they send it back. Any little small thing, if it's crooked, if the label, if you can't read one thing, they'll send it back for 30 grand. United States would never do that. China does have an advantage over us when it comes to that. But look, United States don't have any skilled laborers. What's the last time you met a carpenter that was 26, 27? When's the last time you met a guy who could build you a damn house? And look, this generation, this millennial generation, we lack skills. You can't get these people to do these jobs. That's why we get it. That's why we give cheap labor out to China. Guess what they got that we don't have? People. And the people over here, we've gotten lazy and don't want to do shit. You know what I'm saying? So who's going to do those jobs when they come over here? You can't get people hired at a damn place now. I was at Applebee's the other day. They had one server, and you trying to get people over here to do cheap labor? Hell no. You can't get people hired right now. You know what I'm saying? You can't even get people in the stores. Like when you go, the service is down and people expect the same level of service, but they can't get the same level of service if they don't have the people to back it up. Now, I don't know when the economy is going to come back. I really hope the economy comes back soon. But this problem got to be rectified. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying you right on your front. So you know what? I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying people in the United States lazy as hell. We can't have that cheap labor come here. We got to find out a way. These people have been taught a certain way. We've been dependent on China so long that we don't know how to function. We don't have any carpenters and skilled laborers anymore. That shit is dead. You know what I'm saying? And then you have companies that don't want to reinvest in the company and have those skilled trade workers, because guess what? Skilled trade workers make what? They make a shit ton of money because they need it right now. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get another
that's one
message.
thing before the next message. That's one thing we need to think about moving forward. That's one thing I do like about Biden. Some of the stuff that Biden's doing right now, I really don't like. But I mean, because that's the old way of doing things. So I have to accept it. But one thing I can say about Biden I do like is the schools. He's a lot of schools, they're paying for a lot of tuition, a lot of like community service where they are giving us a free trade, because that's what we need. We need free trades. We need free trades out here.
Yeah. Zero commission trades. You're right. Anyway, man, we way behind on the messages already. Let's get it. So
I hate to take over the show with Tesla talk, but By the way, you guys do a great show. I love listening to you guys. So keep up the good work. Tesla already makes their own chips. So that's one of the reasons they can get around it, is because they are vertically integrated everywhere. They're making their own mining company. They make their own metal. Like they broke down Sandy Monroe, who's breaks down cars. Broke down the Tesla cars, and he's like, they have metals. He's like, they scan these metals. He's like, these things don't even exist. They have their own metal. So they have their own metallurgies. They're making their own presses and factory stuff that don't exist anywhere else, and they're making their own chips. Tesla is vertically integrated, literally from the atoms up. That's why they can get around this stuff.
Yeah,
You want to
because
know?
Tesla is fucking in the space. That's why the material don't exist, because they're stealing meteorites from space and bringing them down to Earth.
Yeah.
That's what I think where all the material at.
And they not understanding, man. Tesla just won a NASA contract, man, for $2.9 billion. Like, it don't sound like a lot, but that's $2.9 billion. That's worth more than the whole cryptocurrency market as a whole. Like, they
I
just
love
won.
Tesla, but NASA really wasn't going no fucking where. Like, NASA was like the UPS, damn near the bankruptcy until Amazon came. So
you're absolutely right.
I ain't surprised Tesla getting that contract, because they were kissing Tesla's ass anyway.
Yeah, I mean, of course they was gonna get the contract, man. I think this is huge. NASA ain't been going nowhere for a long time, man. Like I wanted to talk about this on the show, man, but I'll talk about it now. It's like United States has lost its innovative curve. Like, it's no innovation here anymore. Innovation almost died with like the Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. He went like a full philanthropist, so he not innovating anymore. The great minds, we only got Elon Musk now. You know what I'm saying? He the only guy that's pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? He was the only guy that had believed in himself and pushing society forward with these cryptocurrencies. Every other billionaire is against crypto. Because crypto essentially is going to cut out the middleman, which is banks. That's why banks are jumping on board right now. Everybody's scared about Bitcoin falling, and I'm so sick and tired of people like this. It's just like, hey, look, man, don't get mad because Bitcoin failed or these crypto failed. When it failed, you should have got in. And shout out to you, Spirit Bear, man. I'm gonna hit you up after the show. He told me about a cryptocurrency that was going down, and you mentioned it before on the show, man. I actually jumped in and made a couple dollars off of that. I don't understand why people panic when something drops. That's a good thing. You want it to drop. Anytime something goes up crazily, it has to be readjusted. Nothing in the world goes up that don't come down. I don't know nothing in the world that's went up that hasn't come down yet, except for Drake. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, nothing else that came up and went down. You know what I'm saying? So when it readjusts itself, you can't panic. Don't sell. Just wait for the thing to go right back up. If you watch the charts, we preach this on the show over and over and over again. If you watch the charts, just watch what's going on with crypto as a whole. You're going to make money on it. Just don't jump on there off the hype, though. A lot of people jump on there as soon as it's blowing up. Jump on there before it's blowing up. If somebody telling you something about it, listen to them. Just like I was sitting here with my best friend. I was sitting here with Chase the other day, and he was telling me somebody told him about Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Way back, 2012. A lot of people told us about stuff that we didn't look into. Now's the time. Anyway, let's get some of these messages down, Sil.
What up, though, fellas? Y'all doing all right?
Yeah, man. I was just telling them about what you were saying, man.
Hey, good morning, y'all. How you doing? But yeah, Amazon don't care about none of that. They don't pay any taxes anyways. They'll go wherever they can go to get a tax break so that they don't have to pay anything. But yeah, that's why they supported that. But definitely, I see that we're headed for this is personally me. I'm maybe the Debbie Downer in the room, but I don't know. I think we're headed for the second Great Depression, like worse than the first one, because the housing market's about to crash again because they still haven't changed the way that they do things. I don't know if y'all have seen The Big Short, but they're basically doing the same shit that they have done in that. And the stock market's being manipulated. It's just horrible. I see everything going to crypto very soon, and that's why I pulled most of my money, actually pretty much all my money, out of the stock market, put it into cryptos.
See, when you start talking about the housing market, you got to understand. It's you right. A lot of people are buying stuff they can't afford because of the mortgage rates being low. But you first got to understand some other factors that's into it. The population in the United States is going up right now. So you have a number of houses. And it doesn't make sense for developers to make cheap houses like they used to before because of the profit margin has went down. Materials costing went up, skilled labor that went up. So it makes no sense for developers to make nothing but luxury condos and luxury houses. So a lot of people can't get houses right now. Housing prices are fucking insane right now. If you look like it, if anybody's looking for a house, you can't tell me that it's not insane right now. Now, to say that it's going to be a crash, I don't know. I own a house myself, and I don't know if that's the case this time. Because what we dealing here is a classic case of supply and demand. Demand is through the fucking roof. You could get almost 70% over your house value in some places because people are bidding that much on houses. You know what the federal government did when they dropped mortgage rates and kept them low? They brought all the buyers out. But then again, you have the sellers who don't want to sell because if I sell my house, where the fuck I'm gonna live? I'm not about to go pay somebody 70% above market value to get in the house when I already have one. So that's why the housing market is where it's at right now. So it's a tricky situation. It is different than 2008's housing market crash, but who knows? Nobody can tell the future, but I can tell you that things are different. Supply and demand is different. Selling your house now is different than it was in 2008. That's the most I know about it. But I will tell
Well,
you this.
you got a lot of millionaires. They're not buying houses anymore. They're renting it out and then renting it as an Airbnb.
Elon
Like
Musk.
that's how they're making their money now. Like if they got rent for like 2,000, then they're gonna turn around and make 2,500 in the Airbnb. So it's gonna pay for itself. So that's what a lot of people are doing. They're renting. They're not buying anymore. They're just renting.
Yeah. Hey, make sure you guys share the show, man. Make sure we get up there, share the show for us. If you know next week, we're gonna be giving out $100 to anybody who shares the show and saves us on Twitter. You can check in the profile, you can click the Twitter profile. All you got to do is reshare the show and leave your Cash App name. So we'll be giving that out Wednesday. Every
This
month, we
Wednesday.
give out $100 to a new investor or somebody who just starting off investing, or somebody who's been on the show, who's been resharing the show. We do appreciate you guys. This is out of our own pocket. And much love to everybody in the room, man. Much love.
That's this Wednesday. The 28th is this Wednesday.
Yeah, so make sure you tune in mid-show. We want you to come back on here. Once you get the $100, tell us whether you invested in stocks. Tell us whether you invested in cryptocurrency. What did you do with it? You don't have to invest the whole thing. Even if you invest 10, $20 of it, just to see somebody doing something about their financial future actually makes me feel better. Now, people like, that's a crock of shit. How you feel better? I'm one of those people that feel better off of somebody else telling me like, hey, I got something out of that. Hey, I appreciate what you said. All right? That makes me feel better and it gives me the motivation to continue to do this show. So y'all make sure you guys do that, man.
Make sure you tell them how to enter.
Yeah, I told them go ahead on Twitter and make sure you reshare the show. And go to TVJvo or go to Silk's Twitter and just retweet the show, man. Just to somebody who might need it. You might be helping somebody out who on the fence. I don't know what crypto is. I don't know what stocks are. What should I do? Well, we're gonna tell you what you should do. We're not financial advisors. We actually guys that just come on here and we want you guys to get ahead. Now we actually show our stock plays on Twitter sometimes because every once in a while I'll post what I did. Like the other day, I made 600-700 quick bucks off of BTT. I'll post that. I'll post the actual things that we're doing. So when we talk about plays on here, sometime on the show, we actually making a stock play while we on the show. So don't think that we don't do these plays that we talk about. If I'm telling you about something, then I honestly believe it. You know, I could be wrong. That's why you call it a financial community, and that's why you guys come on and prove me wrong. You come on and prove me wrong, or you disagree, you agree. It doesn't matter, because in the financial community, there are no dumb questions. You can't have any dumb questions, because if you negative, you ain't gonna never make no money out here. You got to stay positive. Anyway, let's get some more messages. So,
another reason why the housing market is so high is because of investment properties. Well, from where I live, I'm in New York, so a lot of people are moving out of the city. And a lot of people don't have to live in those areas anymore. So they're coming out here and buying up stuff. I mean, literally, houses are going for ridiculous pricing out here. But another reason for that is because a lot of people know inflation is coming, especially the people with the big money, because we just we had a $4.4 trillion stimulus. We're on another $1.9 trillion that's been for this last Biden payments. So you stick all this money into the economy and you just throw it out there, and interest rates are real low, you're going to get inflation. That's all there is to it. So rich people know they got to get their money out. That's why the stock market and the real estate.
hey Matt, you dead
And
on point
another
with it,
thing
man.
too,
That's exactly why the
I
market been
had a
falling.
I had a conversation with a wealthy Caucasian lady at the bar, and we were just talking, and she was like, I ain't want to hurt her feelings because I know the type of person that she is. When I was talking to her, like she's
Yeah.
an old investor, like with oil, this, that, and the other. And she was like, "You think the stock market gonna rebound and perform?" And I said, "For a short, limited amount of time, but I don't see it. I don't see the stock market performing like maybe the third quarter or even summertime. Like I see it performing for a little bit, but then after that, like I was telling everybody, if you listen to the show like 4 shows ago or 4 or 5 shows ago, I was talking to everybody like, what is the what is the what is the I can't even think right now, but what are the key elements of knowing the symbols? Yeah. What are the symbols of the stock market going down? When everybody stop wearing their damn mask, that's when the stock market's gonna go down.
You
Watch
talking
and
about when it's
believe.
reopening?
Not
Yeah.
everything is reopening up and everything is opening back up. That's when the stock market about to go down. This shit about to spread like wildfire. That's why I say make sure that y'all doing the right things and putting y'all money in safe bets. Like right now, like how he was talking about, I'm only looking at option plays. Like I got my long plays, but other than that, if it ain't like 4 to 5 years out in the stock market, I'm not making that investment.
Man,
I'm only doing long plays.
the money, see, people don't know the money is no longer in big stocks. Unless you got a lot of capital, you can make a lot of money, but a lot of people don't have a lot of money. So I would say, like I've been making my money, get into altcoins, man. Altcoins is everything under the top cryptocurrencies. Get into those altcoins, the ones we talk about on the show, the BTTs, I know it's a lot of exchanges for a lot of people. They like, I don't know. I don't want to get on Pionex. I don't want to get on Voyager. I don't want to get on. Look, you have to take some time to get in these things if you want to get something out of it. You can't get something for nothing. You getting this free information. I know you guys is hearing it other places too. Why don't you get in? If you get into these altcoins at a fraction of a cent, you can get almost 100, 200,000 shares. I bought over 250,000 shares of BTT because it's at a fraction of a cent. So just 25, 26, 2,700 bucks for me, that's over 250,000 shares. It go up just a couple fractions of a cent, I'm in the money. That's how I made $2,000 over the weekend getting into BTT. If you haven't noticed, guys, the crypto market actually did a little mini crash over the weekend. I mean, everything followed Bitcoin, but Dogecoin stayed strong and Ethereum stayed strong off of the news. We basically telling you Ethereum is where it's at, man. Ethereum is going to go crazy during this summer when they do the update on Ethereum. I think it's going to be Ethereum 2.0, something like that. So what they're doing is they're going to upgrade it so the transactions are much faster. I know you guys looking like, hey, transaction fees on Bitcoin have actually went up. That's why Bitcoin dropped. So I think the transaction fee. So when you sell that Bitcoin, that actual transaction fee has went up. So it's going to be a dramatic drop in the price. But that happens with supply and demand, man. I don't understand why people don't understand it. That happens with a lot of things. If something gets hot, of course you're going to raise the price.
JVO T, hello, Silk, how you guys doing? Yeah, good afternoon. Just waking up, man, from a night shift. Oh, man, hope the market swings in my favor today. Yeah, got to be optimistic. Yeah, about what you were saying, JVO T, is true, man. Right now, everybody wants to have an office job. You know, nobody really wants to put in efforts to learn the skills. You just want to sit on the computer in an office, you know, that kind of thing. And at the same time, too, everybody kind of like chasing the 24-hour shift kind of routine. Chinese trying to look at ways of making wealth, creating wealth, you know, so they doing all kinds of stuff. And for them, I think the philosophy is whatever the world can make, we can make it more and better because we are more, and they're always trying to, you know, do things that hasn't been done before.
Let me tell you something, Einstein, man. If America thinks that it can just go back to the 1950s and 60s and 70s and just become a manufacturing king, guess what? It's not going to happen. We don't have those same people. We don't have the same core values as our grandparents and our parents. We're a different generation. We are the technology generation. So we work smarter, not harder. And it's a lot of people in the older generations who don't take that same approach to things. You know what I'm saying? For them, it's like, hey, you a bum, or you just don't want to work. You're lazy. You're this and that. I said, no, I'm on the forefront of something different. I want to code. I want to make my money smarter. I don't want my back broken at the end of 30 years. That's just not the way to work anymore, man. That's some worker ant shit. We want our financial freedom. So we want to work smarter, not harder. You know what I'm saying? Corporate America and corporate America and CEOs and their kids, all that shit, they ain't been doing that. So why can't the little guy come up and do the same thing? Why do you got to be looked at different because you want a different result? If you want a different result, you got to do different things, right? So, I mean, shoot, it is what it is. But speaking of a market, the stock market, Silk, you buy a computer, man, we got to get a stock market update because I think the market opened up like 20 minutes ago. I'm interested to see what's going on in the market, man.
Yep, ready. Right now, we're going to go in order. We're going to look at the blockchain sector. Riot is currently at $40.28. It's up $1.75 on the day. That's a 4% increase. We got MARA, Marathon Digital. Is up $2.23 on the day. It's at $34.41. So not too bad. And then we got SOS Limited. It's up 2 cents on the day, $4.35.
Man,
I don't understand SOS Limited right now, bro.
You know what, though? The market as a whole is some bullshit, though. Like Spirit Bear, man, I feel you, man. I know you like, hey, man, the market is on some manipulation shit. I really feel like these hedge funds and all these guys, anything that gets hot right now, see, I feel like they've smartened up. So when something gets hot, as soon as it gets hot,
we made some money on SOS. Then all of a sudden, we can't make no more money. Yeah, we got Ethereum. I'm just staying with the Bitcoin market right now. We got Ethereum up 32 cents. That's at $2,498. We got Dogecoin, my baby, sitting at 27 cents. So hopefully we can get that back up. We got Stellar Lumen is rising right now. It's at 46 cents.
Yeah.
And Litecoin is up $5. It's at 243 cent. And then we have Bitcoin. Last but not least, it's up $1,288. It's at $53,000. Excuse my French. 744.
Bitcoin slowly creeping back up there, man. Like I know everybody panicked for a minute, but it's slowly creeping back up. Everybody, all the markets was down. But you know what? If you go to the smallest of cryptos, a lot of those cryptos came back hard, man. That was the time to get in. But you see, when everything crashes, a lot of people got their money on the side. They already got their money in, so they can't get back out to get a good option, a good play on these altcoins or any other stock. That same thing just happened to me, where I was just like, dang, I need to use this $3,000, but my $3,000 is tied up into a bullshit company, and I'm not about to take $1,000 loss. I'm not gonna lie to you. Anything over $200-300, I can't stand losing it. Like I'll be like this, hell no, I'm just gonna have to be in this long term. But sometimes you can get caught up in doing that, man. And I had to learn through a process not to do that, because I gotta have my money on the side to buy what I need to buy. Anyway.
Okay, back to the EV. Back to the EV market. We have Tesla. Tesla coming in up $5.78 at $734 per share. We have NIO. NIO is down 9 cents. It's at $41.03, but it's looked like it's making a comeback. Churchill Capital is at $21. It's up 67 cents. So I still say Churchill Capital is between $18 and $25, so it's still a good move. Then we have ChargePoint. We have ChargePoint for $24.82. It's up $44. Ticker symbol CHPT. Then we have Ideanomics. I like Ideanomics as a sleeper on the EV market. Ticker symbol IDEX. It's currently going for $2.69. So I'm giving y'all stock updates on certain things that I'm looking to do. All right, let's go to the Genotech real quick sector, as far as not Geno sector, but the
biotech sector.
Yeah, the biotech sector. Our favorite biotech sectors is Path Holdings. That's BPTH. It's down 7 cents. It's at $5.97. I'm just trying to hurry up and zoom through these. NNDM is at $7.98. It's up 50 cents on the day. That's NNDM, Nanodynamics. We have Sysonics Holdings, SENS. It's at $2. It's up 0 cents on the day. That's
man,
crazy.
I don't even want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear the rest of it, man. It's bullshit.
We got Zoomedia down. Oh, it ain't even down. It's like down 0.5 cent. So it's at 93 cents.
What is going on with all these small stocks, man? They ain't getting no volume play in them. Like, we need volume. We need people to get into them stocks. I need my money back. But anyway, go ahead.
And this is the my option play for the week that I got going on. I talked about it last week. ARDX got today it has the FDA approval. That's approval date is today. I'm not sure if it's up today, but right now my contracts is up. And also on May, let's see here, on May 6th, they have a earnings call. So this is a good week for ARDX. ARDX is up 18 cents. It's at $8.43. So total returns today, today's return, I'm up $50. So like you said, if you in green and you trying to get in and get out, don't be greedy. Just take your profits.
I'm learning my lesson with that. With them options trades, you get so caught into trying to make the money with the option plays that once you up 120, 130, see, I'm not thinking normal when I do my option plays because you look at like I got 12 contracts in, my money's going up, I'm gonna get this money, and then all of a sudden it's down. Like contract plays go up and down with the stock price, but it's what people are willing to pay for your stock option. So don't necessarily think because you went into the money that you're gonna get the kind of money you want because it's always based on demand at the same time. Like I remember I was trying to buy options play in Sonics, and Robinhood had stopped me and was like, hey, if you buy this option, nobody on the market is looking for this option. So it wasn't a lot of demand for the option, even though that option was going to make me money. It was just letting me know like nobody's going to buy these options. We haven't had anybody buy these options. So those are the safeguards with options when you start trading options on lower volume stocks. Lower volume stocks is when you have a lot less people inside of the stock. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something that was unique to me, man. I hopefully nobody ran into that. You always want to put stock options trade on volatile stocks. Like right now, I'm thinking about putting a stock option on AMC. AMC been going up, but I think I'm going to bet against it, man. Because if you've been watching AMC stock, it's one of those meme stocks that everybody been getting into just because they've been seeing. But I think I'm gonna put some puts on it. I think I'm gonna bet on it to go down. So that's my little play for it. Let's get this message though.
Hey, yeah, y'all just talked about that little crypto market crash that happened over the weekend. I'm not gonna lie, that had me panicking a bit, but I was okay. You know, I held strong. Also, too, I noticed two cryptos that held up really well during the crash and are still doing really well. And one of them is MakerDAO, so MKR is their ticker. I really like them. They've been just on the up, and they, like I said, they stayed strong. And then the other one is Solano, SOL. Those two did really well through this recent crypto crash that we had, and they still are doing pretty good. They're having their little bit of correction right now, but I guarantee you, well, I can't guarantee it obviously, but from what I've seen, it's gonna go back, keep going with the same pattern that it's had. So yeah, I would look into those.
Hey,
Hey,
another thing too. Hey, for all the Dogecoin holders, this is going to be a bumpy ride this week. But at the same time, I think I unlocked the code from what Elon was talking about. For Dogecoin, Elon Musk is going to be on SNL on May
yep.
on May the 8th. May
Saturday Night
8th.
Live.
Keep these numbers in there. May 8th at 8 o'clock. So everything is always lining up to 420. Well, I noticed with Elon when he do codes and stuff like that. So I'm just thinking outside the limb, but 5 times 8 is 40. 8 o'clock is 20,000 hours of 2,100 hours. So that's why I'm just saying, like,
Man,
hold
hey,
on to your coin, bro. Hold on to
you
your
trying
coin
to
because
you trying to crack the code like Russell Crowe in that movie? What's that movie where my man was a genius and stuff, cracking codes and he was talking in his head? You might be right, man. Elon Musk might be the only type of guy to do something like that. So you was doing some
because
homework on the
he
code?
yeah, and then if you look at it, his last tweet got a 420 code in there. So he's basically telling us to hold. So
Yeah,
it's just interesting, man. It's interesting. And
man.
plus, I told y'all a couple shows ago, like a few shows ago. Remember, I said it's a pattern every month. The first week of the month, Dogecoin just spike up for like the
Yeah,
economy. It's like it gives
it
us
just
a stimulus package every month.
yeah. It's coming up too for May, the beginning of May, because it do a major push. I'm telling you, man, it's one of those billionaires. Somebody pumping some serious money into that, man. And when we first talked about Dogecoin, it was only one guy who owned $28 billion worth of Dogecoin. Now you have a group of 10 people who own collectively $46 billion worth of Dogecoin. So
Hey, this is what I wanted to say, man. Is Elon Musk the Bruce Wayne of the shit? Basically, making sure he's giving us Dogecoin plays to make sure we pay his fucking Tesla bill.
I mean, no, you know what though?
That shit is like.
But you know what? They can't really rag on Elon Musk, man, because I read his story. I seen what he did. The guy sold PayPal to eBay. Was it eBay? One of those for like a $300 million back in the day. And then he took that money, reinvested it, made SpaceX, made Tesla in 2003. Look, man, this guy believed in himself, man. He took his money and re-put it right back into his businesses. The guy slept in his damn factory every day. He's still in there every day. I can't really say that Elon is like any other billionaire, man. I think he should get full credit for anything he's doing, to be honest with you. Because cryptocurrency, if you think about it, without him, cryptocurrency wouldn't have been taken off like it is, man. The guy is pushing innovation along with us making money at the same time. How the hell can you be mad with that?
One thing I noticed about Elon Musk, he's a fucking master historian, bro. Like, he's just a master historian. Like, a lot of people oversee what the barking to the moon painting mean. Like, the barking to the moon painting mean is showing like we're talking about something that's gonna happen anyway. It's not about when. I mean, it's not about how. It's just a matter of when, what time. Get what I'm saying? So
yeah.
It's codes into that. Like he's a master historian, bro. Like you really have to like I would love to like sit down and pick his brain, because I would ask him like off the wall shit just to see how his brain react.
Any guy who think about space, I've been talking about space since he was a kid. Like, he's so adamant about the Mars thing. They thought the guy was crazy in 2003 when he made an electric car company. Back in 2003, they thought he was a whack job, man. The guy seen the future damn near 20-something years ago. Same thing Steve Jobs did when he came out with that iPhone. Did you know Steve Jobs came out with the iPhone smoking some weed, sitting under a tree, man? Just thinking like, damn, what if I could have all the information in the world in my pocket? Who thinks of shit like that? You know what I'm saying? That's innovation, man. Same way Elon is doing it. Anyway, let's catch up on these messages. So,
now the last thing that I want to say, I've always been saying it, and I keep saying it. People don't really hear it, but I'm telling you, the future is Africa. Right now, Ghana is booming. Ghana is trending on every place on the internet. Let me just update you a little bit on what's going on. I think last 2 weeks or so, or a couple of weeks ago, Twitter CEO announced Ghana as the headquarters for Twitter in Africa, because they're coming down to Africa. The following week, Germany announced that they set their headquarters in Ghana as a center for the health or the pandemic, something about in all of Africa. In Ghana, the following week ago, I think a week ago. So we got Hyundai, Kia, and one other company planning to join to have their their manufacturing warehouse in Ghana.
hold on one sec. It looked like we lost Silk for a minute. Oh wow.
Yeah, bro, there's another Doge pump coming. I mean, did you hear the recent news too about how Amazon's considering accepting Doge as payment on their website? Man, if that happens, shit. I still have like about $400 in Doge over on Webull and Robinhood, because I just kept that in there. I was like, whatever. I made my profit on the other one I had on Voyager, and I just kept that other one to see if it would keep going up. So we'll see what happens there if that deal falls through. I'm gonna be ready for that.
Silk, you going in and out, man. You all right?
Yeah.
Hey, man. This is why I hate the stereo app sometimes.
These messages.
Hey, and I got another tip for y'all too. Aberforth just got listed on Coinbase, and their ticker is I think it's FORTH, fourth. But if you go on Coinbase and do the little questions they have for it, they'll give you $3 in Aberforth for free. So that's really good. Check that out.
Yeah, man. I was just on Coinbase. Coinbase, they got another little free thing where you can get CeeLo with CeeLo. But see, what's changing with Coinbase is this the first time I've seen them actually do something where you gotta download another app to actually get to it. Like, remember we were talking about VV? It's a certain app. Certain apps you can only get certain cryptos on. But Coinbase is making it now where they partnering up with other exchanges where if you download theirs and you do the questionnaire on there, they'll actually give you 11, 12 bucks, different stuff like that. So I've been checking that kind of stuff out too, man.
Talking about a beautiful mind, and I was thinking more for 20. If you notice, it went up to 42 cents, like I think a couple of days before that.
Man, let me tell you this, man. Dogecoin ain't going nowhere. Because look at it. We had an initial threshold with Dogecoin back at what? What was it? 5 cent, 0.55 cent. If you guys were watching that over 2-3 months, it stayed at that 0.55 cent. Then we had our initial run. Just like Bitcoin did last year. I think that's what happened with Dogecoin. Because I remember somebody said a guy put $100 million in, but once you see it going up, you're gonna get a lot of more people into it. What we did with Dogecoin is we hit an all-time high, and then what do? It corrected itself. So now we just fluctuating between 0.22 and 0.31, 0.32 right now. You guys know I watch these charts every day. That's all I do. I'm stuck in Dogecoin at 0.38. So I got about 3-4 grand in there. So I'm stuck in it at 0.38. I don't know what you guys are stuck at. You want to come on and say where you stuck at, but once you get, I'm not gonna lose that much money. I think I'm down like $700-800, but I'm not worried at all because I got that confidence in myself that I know what's going on. Like I'm confident Dogecoin ain't gonna do a crazy dip. If it do a crazy dip, guess what? You don't have, it's nothing you can do about that. It's nothing you can do. All you can do is wait to get your money back. And I know it's gonna scare a lot of new investors that's coming in like, damn, they told me to get in and then it just dropped on me. Like, what the hell? Why would they give me this information for it to drop? Guess what? That's not how it works. It works, everything works differently, but Dogecoin especially. Since it's a meme coin, it wasn't supposed to have any value to it, people. We put the value into it by speaking it up. That's why Dogecoin is where it's at. So if anybody is in it and you losing money, don't lose faith. Don't get negative about losing money into Dogecoin, because Dogecoin, I feel like, is here to stay. Once we can get it stabilized, maybe in the future, just like unlike Bitcoin, where you can't change Bitcoin, you can change Dogecoin. You can change Ethereum. They coming up with a to upgrade Ethereum now. So maybe they'll upgrade Dogecoin one day where you don't get a limited supply. You know what I mean? Where you do get a limited supply, because I know right now it's an unlimited supply of Dogecoin. So actually it can get oversaturated. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Silk having some technical difficulties right now. So.
But Dogecoin changes.
Hey, you got to get a new phone. You got to get your life together. Next message.
No, they working on.
One thing I'd like to drop in, you know, I already got into Ripple. Now I didn't even know that Ripple is different from the XRP. I always thought Ripple is, XRP, but then I got to know that Ripple is a company on its own. XRP is just the crypto, just that they hold more of XRPs, making them, in quote, kind of like the owners in a way. Now I got some news. People should keep an eye on Ripple, because in May 7th to May 14th, I think, the final decision with the SEC is going to come out. And already the SEC wanted some documents from them from overseas trading, blah, blah, blah. And they said they cannot give them that. So kind of like it's really pushing things. From the way I see it, it's really going on a positive note. And at the same time, too, Ripple is hoping to move the headquarters from the United States because of all the authorities and blah, blah, blah to come to the United Kingdom.
Man,
Hey,
that whole
Ripple, do not. Ripple is gonna. Banks already got their money, so don't wait on the
Silk, you got
the
to get into
turnout.
it.
Don't know if you guys are aware, but apparently all the banks are invested into XRP. That's one that people are sleeping on that people need to look into. XRP. It's at $1.32 right now, but the banks are not telling people that that's going to be the next stable coin basically when Bitcoin and the rest of them fall.
Man, XRP got to get over these lawsuits first before they could get over the hump. I mean, I'll tell you this, man. I would get into XRP. I actually had some money into it. I sold it in the Doge because Dogecoin was moving faster. I always get out of anything that's not moving, and I was getting into something that's moving. XRP dealing with these court cases, I'm still worried over that, man. I understand XRP going places. I think it dropped as low as 97 cents, and it was up to like $1.60 or something like that. XRP is, I like safe investments sometime with cryptos because cryptos is still new. XRP got to get rid of this whole trouble with the SEC and all the things that's going on with that court case before I really want to get into it, because I don't think you can still. Can you buy XRP on Coinbase again? I remember Coinbase took XRP off of there because of the court cases they're going through. I just had to give you my honest opinion about it. You guys could be right about XRP, but as of right now, I'm really over in Stellar Lumen. I'm in XLM. I got some money involved in that, just about $400. It's not much, but I believe in that too. So, what's you guys thought on that? Because we ain't got Silk no more.
XRP.
Shout out Silk, Holla, and JVO TV. Just stopping to the show you king some love. Hope you're experiencing an amazing day to you and all those who are listening. Life isn't about getting more money. It's about living life on your terms. And financial freedom is one of the ways that pave the road to your freedom to live life on and in the way in which you was created. Generational wealth for your family and your legacy. Shout out to all those who are listening, and until next time, peace.
Hey,
Sound like a hell of a commercial, bro.
hey, look, hey, it did
Relax
sound
by
like a
that.
commercial though. Like, hey, but you know what?
Relax
I
by
hear the
that. So
message
shout out to you.
man. She's just trying to give y'all some good positive vibes. Like, if you hear, you want to create some generational wealth. That's much love for that.
Yeah, I'm at 38 cents with that Doge, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't really see, like, Doge will have its pump and it'll have its time, for a while, but eventually it's gonna fall off. That's just how I feel, because unless the team from Doge really starts to innovate and starts adding new features and new, different things that keep it consistent with the market and keep it up to date, it's going to fall off, because it's just right now used as an exchange of value, just like Bitcoin. There's really nothing else to it. And the hype around it is what's causing so much value, like you said. So once that hype starts to die out a bit, and people start to realize there's not too much utility in it, unless they do start making more utility, is going to fall off. That's just how I feel. So get your profits while you can, but don't count it as a long-term play. That's my opinion.
Hey, I feel you, Spirit Bear. But let me take you through the history of Doge real quick. Doge, just a year ago, man, from that year ago, Doge is up 13,000%. Now, just from the year to date, from January 1st to now, is up 6,000%. I get what you're saying, like, hey, it's not a long-term play, but a lot of people want to make their money now. I feel like Doge wasn't a long-term play back then, but look what happened after that. It did a 700% rise. Who would have thought that Dogecoin would have went from 5 cents all the way damn near to a dime? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I mean, not a dime, but all the way to 43 cents. Who would have thought that? You know what I'm saying? I exclusively think that it's going to go back up. I have no doubt in my mind that Dogecoin is going to go back up. it's too big. It's one of those things where I say it's too big to fail. I can see what you're saying,
Not
and it having a correction like Bitcoin,
this
like Bit.
weekend, but next weekend
Yeah, hey,
being
still, you just work on your reception. Hey,
65 cents.
hey, but Dogecoin just having a correction, just like Bitcoin. I preach it over and over again, and it's like people do the same little panic dive. Like soon as it drops, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have. No, you didn't make a mistake. You got there on the initial rise. You just missed the pump. That's all you did was you missed the pump. Now we back on the same schedule we was with Doge before. Remember we was waiting in there and we kept saying get in at 0.5 cent and they keep going between 5 cent and 7 cent and 8 cent. We just missed the initial pump. So while I'm pumping and dumping, I just happened to miss that initial pump too. So I got in at 20 cent, 21 cent, and I rolled that up and I sold. And then I got back in at 38 cent. And this time it went down and didn't go back up. So I missed the initial pump again. But I'm not worried about it. My money gonna sit there nice and tight until it pumps again. And it's going to pump. Just like the beginning of every month, if you've been listening to Silk a lot, Dogecoin pumps basically at the beginning of every fucking month. If you go back on the charts, look at the beginning of every month, man. Dogecoin basically pumps. So when you lose your money, you cannot get panicky. Spirit Bear, you know better. No getting panicked, man. It's always positive vibes, man. If you put that positive vibe out there, that's gonna happen for you. A lot of people look at it as a gamble. I understand. It might be a gamble to you, but when people know what they're doing and this is what they do for a living, they know it's not a gamble. You know, if you just jumping in, yeah, it's a gamble for you because you don't know what you're doing. You're listening to somebody else. Me, I take pride in this shit. But anyway, let's get some more messages.
No, Coinbase, they put it back on there actually still. They have it on there up to this point right now. So I didn't even know they took it off, but yeah, I guess it's back on there now.
Hey, shout out to you, man. I'm gonna check it out because I didn't know XRP was back on Coinbase and you could buy it. But for a minute, they had took XRP off, man, because of those court cases. Because I had went on it had sent me a message because I owned XRP at the time. It was saying after February something, we won't be February 18th or something like that. We won't be you can still hold it and sell it, but you couldn't buy it. So that's good to hear that it's back on there. Maybe I'll check it out to see what's going on with it.
Yeah, for XRP, like, it sounds nice and everything, but personally, until things get settled with the court case and all that, I just don't feel safe putting my money into there. I mean, you can't even buy it on Voyager. And if you do put your money in there and the court case falls through and they have to shut down, then that's it. You lost your money. I mean, if you didn't invest much, that's no big deal. But, still, I just wouldn't take that risk personally. So once all that court stuff clears up, or if they take that deal that the UK is trying to give them where they want XRP to move their location out there, okay, then maybe I'll consider it. But right now, I'm not with.
Hey, Spirit Bear, man, I'm not. Hey, I'm gonna have to side with you on that one, man. Right now, I just read an article of XRP is asking the SEC to stop interfering in its foreign affairs, man. Like that's not good when you're getting into it with the SEC, man. You know how powerful the security exchange is, man. I mean, the SEC is like no. You don't mess with the Security Commission, man. You don't. So that's scary for me. For me, that's a scary investment. Crypto overall might be a scary investment to most people, but the XRP thing, no.
I follow what the banks are doing. They don't make money.
Are the banks investing in XRP? I don't know if the bank's investing in that. I have to look that up, man. You know me, I'm not gonna give y'all.
Banks are investing in the XRP.
Oh, he said banks are investing in XRP. I follow what makes me money right now. Banks is probably gonna go with what's safe.
Hey, Spirit Bear, man, I think with Dogecoin, I think long term, because they started off a joke and they're seeing that not only are consumers taking them seriously, but you got other companies that are starting to use them. Like you even mentioned yourself about Amazon using them. So I think Doge itself is going to have to start taking itself even more seriously in terms of, adding new features, new abilities with that coin that'll make it stand out as more of a legitimate coin now versus just being a meme coin.
Man, Doge actually is a good coin, man. Doge can do a lot of things. The transaction and the fees on Doge, look, the transaction speeds on Doge is fast, and the fees that you pay for trading Doge is lower than Ethereum and Bitcoin. Doge got a lot of advantages, man. I understand it's a meme coin, but at the same time, you guys got to look at the technology that is Doge. Each one of these cryptos have a uniqueness to it. They all run off a blockchain. Blockchain ain't nothing but blocks of information that's been chained together like a database. That's why the blockchain is so secure. But Dogecoin got a lot of advantages, man, that people not even taking into account. They just buying it essentially like they doing other cryptocurrencies, not really understanding what's going on with it. Like, think about it. You can get free crypto now, and a lot of people are not even understanding the technology that's running those cryptos. They don't know why they buying it. They just buying it. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about the technology behind it, but there's some life-changing technology inside of these cryptocurrencies. XRP, XLM, Dogecoin, Cardano. Cardano, another one that's gonna come up real crazy. ADA, that's another one that's gonna be crazy because the technology on Cardano running off the Ethereum blockchain, that one right there, I feel like has the most potential in the long run. That's a long run play though. Me, I'm just gonna stick with the Dogecoin until we rise above 38 cents. But hey, that's just me.
Also, too, you gotta remember they print something like 10,000 coins every hour, so they're inflating their coins every day. Like they print like 1 million coins a day, so the price is gonna go down based off of that too. So unless people are constantly just buying it, like like we've had in the past when people are just hyped on it right now, unless that just keeps consistent, it's not gonna stay up. It's the volume won't match it. But that's just my opinion.
Hey, Spirit Bearer, but see, look, just what you said. They printing, look, new Doge coins come out every hour, you said 10 million or something like that. Well, how the hell did the price go up 13,000% in a year? That's because people believe in it that much that they outpacing Dogecoin getting oversaturated. They making that many more Dogecoin. How is the price going up? That means people are buying way more than they selling, man. For Dogecoin to survive what just happened over the weekend, this mini crash we just had, if you guys looked at your apps and stuff like that, you've seen a shit ton of the market going down, right? But if you look at the legacy cryptocurrencies, the Ethereums, the Litecoins, the everything but Bitcoin basically stayed stable. The main chain cryptocurrency stayed stable. Everything else was falling. It just went as a whole, man. That just happens with that. Still, get your he got to get it. He got to get his phone together, man. I'm talking to you guys for now.
Hey, but J-Vo, he talking more about the use of Dogecoin, not just people who are investing the ability to make money. He talking about long-term Doge being able to be looked at as a legitimate currency that can be used, along the whole DeFi and blockchain, community, being able to use it and feel secure and safe about using this currency, and the fact that initially there's an unlimited amount of coins. In order for its value to really go up, it's going to end up having to have some type of cap there on the number of coins that it has. So just being able to compare it not just in the financial power that you can have in making money from it, but in order to be able to use this coin in the same way that Ethereum or Bitcoin or Litecoin or Filecoin are being used.
Yeah. But you got a lot of people who want to be long-term investing in Dogecoin. And on this show, we try to preach about making money, man.
Yeah, man.
And I essentially can't tell you to get in Doge long term. Just like you said, it's an unlimited supply of it. That's the only scary thing about Dogecoin. And I like to get into it to make some money like right now. I'm not really a long-term investor for Doge because it's too many other cryptocurrencies that got more positive potential than Dogecoin do. It's just too many. Like it's some that I just mentioned, like ADA, XRP. You guys been talking about. It's too many other cryptocurrencies that got real positive potential for me to put long term into a meme stock. Anybody who's invested in Dogecoin long term, tell me why you think Dogecoin is going to be something that you want to be in long term. Like I said, they could change. If they could change something on Ethereum network, they can do the same thing with Dogecoin. When Dogecoin gets cap chase, I guarantee you, man, that thing is going to skyrocket. It's already going up now. But to be realistically with you, for Dogecoin to ever hit something like $10 or something like that, I think the market cap got to go to something crazy, like 120 trillion or something like that, or billion. It's either trillion or billion, but that's like going to be damn near impossible, man. Because at the rate that Dogecoin makes more Dogecoin, how the hell can you ever reach that market cap? You have to have people all over the world buying Dogecoin like crazy. So why the fuck would somebody invest in it long term if you know it's not going to hit a certain market cap? That's unrealistic to me. You have to be believable. You got to be believable. It's got to be believable for me to invest in it, man. Anyway, let's get another message because I'm talking to the show right now. Still having some technical difficulties, but I love the information you guys coming with, man. I love going back and forth, and I love us getting it out to this financial community together.
Yeah, I wasn't saying the Dogecoin wasn't going to have its pump. I said it was. But again, as long term, like I'm talking years, I just don't see it being practical. Like, again, unless they update, unless they innovate, because they're just copying the same thing that everyone else is doing. So unless they do something different or do what they do better than everybody else, which right now there's a lot of competition, it's going to fall off too. It's just the hype. You know, that's how it goes with a lot of this stuff.
Hey, Spirit, I'm agreeing with you.
Me.
I'm agreeing with you when it come on that, man. It is a lot of competition coming up, but you got to remember, Dogecoin was here before a lot of this competition. I think if Dogecoin was made in 2013, that's a nice ways away from all this new cryptocurrency. I mean, they're making new cryptocurrencies every day. We up to like 4,100 new cryptocurrencies. So every day they making something new. There's some new type of technology that's coming out to improve the blockchain and improve cryptocurrency as a whole. I mean, I'm with you on it, man. I just didn't want to miss that initial pump that we about to have again.
Passive income.
Blessings to JVOTV and Silk Hollow. Just jumped in only recently, and I was about to say the same thing. People don't understand the underlying reasons for these so-called coins, because they don't even understand what crypto is shortened down for, which is encryption. And encryption, crypto transactions has been around ever since a debit and credit card has come out. They just made the terms fancy in their terminology. If you didn't know, XRP owns BitTorrent. They are also the owners. They took over PayPal paying processes on porn sites, and they're also part of the topologies for gaming. So when you understand that crypto is about roots and trafficking on topologies and their main reasons, it makes more sense. Everyone's just throwing it on because it's a new thing to them, like an iPhone or a pair of Nikes or Louboutins. Read, innit?
Hey, welcome to the show, One Dimensions, man. It was another guy who came on here who was saying the same thing, saying that this technology has always been here. They just took it and flipped this technology and called it crypto. Credit card transactions been doing it. They just do it at a much slower rate and call it a different technology. You know what's new and what's hot is always going to sell out here, man. But cryptocurrency, it's not about cryptocurrency just being new. Cryptocurrency is actually the future. Like, I don't know if you've been on this show before, man, but we do talk about theories and other stuff like that. Cryptocurrency is like the currency of the future. You get what I'm saying? And we all trying to find out which future we want to take. You remember when it was HD, DVD, and Blu-ray versus each other? I feel like the cryptocurrency market is kind of going that route. We're going to find which cryptocurrency going to survive, which one is going to do the most, and which ones we're going to invest in. That's how I feel like the cryptocurrency market is going. XRP, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not know that they supported all those protocols. I mean, that's probably why the price been doing what it's been doing. But I was just worried about XRP being involved in all this litigation that's going on with the SEC. You get what I'm saying? Like me, you got to realize I'm using my real money. So when I invest in something, I like to look at all factors of something before I put my money or involve my personal money into it. You know, I still got to go to work. I still got to maintain. So making scary investments when I don't know enough about it, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? All I can do is take you guys' advice, maybe look into it some more, because I was in XRP, but I sold my XRP to buy XLM, which is Stellar Lumen.
It just means that more people got to believe in it, man, ultimately. Just like you said, you know, the technology is there, so people got to start really realizing that, hey, this is a good investment. And, you know, people need to, I guess the behavior of the investor needs to change from looking at it as a meme coin to a really legitimate and reliable coin to use. So if that increases, then you have where it can maintain its value, the price of it can go up. I still do believe that they should cap the amount of coins that they mint, though.
Yeah, that's why he made it a meme coin. He didn't cap it when it first came out. Now, you were saying something about the mind of the investor, man. You know how hard it is to change new people when they first come into investing. I can only relate it to myself because when I came into investing, man, it was all about, damn, I lost this. Oh, I made that. I lost. The market is so much more than just losses and gains, man. It's about understanding those losses and gains, why you got in, the core values of it. So I see why long-term stockholders are guys who high up in Wall Street is upset with people like us coming into here because we don't understand the rules. We don't understand how the stock market really works or these crypto markets. They don't understand the crypto markets. We understand the new crypto markets, but Wall Street, they don't understand it. And it's vice versa with the stock market when it comes to us. Everybody think you just supposed to jump in and make some money and get the hell out, and you talking about you made millions. That shit, it doesn't work like that. I'm sorry, sweetie. Honey, whoever's listening, it don't work like that, man. You don't just jump into something, get in, and hey, you made 7,000%. Everybody looking at the numbers, and these is new investors doing this, Chase. I mean, I know you just jumped in. Even Spirit Bear, even me, that's an experienced investor at this point, I get the same thing. It's that emotional side we get when we try to trade stocks. But anyway, let's keep getting these messages, guys.
Yeah, for anything to be worth over $100, the market cap has to be over 100 billion circulating coins, or something like that. I have to check the cryptocurrency charts in it, where it tells you market caps and how many coins are circulating, etc. It's over 100 billion basically.
Yeah, hey, 101. I was just saying for Dogecoin to reach that $10. I think I was saying either over 120 billion or 100. I don't think it's trillion, but something crazy, man. Like, come on now, who gonna really reach that? That's not gonna happen. But I will. What's gonna happen is you will make your money in the short term with it. It is gonna pump to $1. I believe that. $2, I don't know, but $10, anything unrealistic like that, don't get in it. It's not a long term investment. Spirit Bear, we on.
Oh, hold on. 101 Dimensions said that XRP owns BitTorrent. I'm sorry, that's not correct. Actually, BitTorrent was recently purchased by Tron. So Tron is the owner of BitTorrent, and that's why I'm heavily invested into both Tron and BitTorrent, because their prices go up pretty much around the same time.
Wait a minute. So was BTT owned by XRP before? Because you just said they recently got traded to Tron. So I'm trying to figure out, maybe he was right before, maybe he didn't know. But hey, I love all the information you guys give us, man. Come on now. But anyway, we're gonna get some more messages. But just for anybody that's stepping in, who learning about stocks, who learning about cryptocurrency, remember, there's no dumb questions in this financial community. You can always chime in no matter what we're talking about and ask your question. And because I love answering questions. And by the way, if you save this show and you retweet it on Twitter, we are giving out $100 next show, which we do every month, to a new investor or somebody who's just getting into investing. And all we want you to do is share the show, leave your Cash App name. A lot of people share the show and don't leave your damn Cash App name. What kind of shit is that? It's a free $100. Why don't you get it? But anyway, Leave your Cash App names, man, and we're gonna pick a random person and give them $100. All we want you to do is come back on the show, talk about whatever stock or whatever cryptocurrency that you got into and what you invested into it. All you got to do is take a chance on yourself. That's all you're doing. You having somebody pay you to take a chance on yourself. You're tired of your 9 to 5. You want financial freedom. You're coming to the stock shows. You're watching YouTube about stocks. You're watching about cryptocurrency. Well, take a chance on yourself. Get involved. That's all you got to do. But anyway, let's get back to these messages. I appreciate you, Chase. I appreciate you, Spirit Bear. We keeping the show going. The Silk having some technical difficulties right now. But you know me, I could speak about stocks and cryptocurrency all day.
Yeah, well, I'm coming from the UK. Our regulations are different. We don't use Coinbase over here because of all the restrictions. So when you understand all of these protocols and transport layers that they're using, it's the whole reason why the banking system wants them out of their way. And that's why the banking system, IMF and the Federal Bank, are getting their central crypto banking coin. They want to make their one world currency by getting rid of everything, and that's why XRP is a threat to their infrastructure.
Man, I don't know why. Look, I don't know why all these countries are putting these regulations, but you guess what? I got to tell you my honest truth. You guys know I tell the honest truth on this show. I think it's actually kind of smart, man. If you was going to make your money in cryptocurrency, now is the time to do it. All you got to do is see what's happening overseas. All these countries are putting regulations on cryptocurrency because they realize the threat it is. If cryptocurrency succeeds, which is going to, it's going to destroy financial markets across the world. Because people are starting to take their money even now out of the stock market and putting it into crypto. What do you think that does to a finance? What do you think that does to an economy? It fucks the economy up essentially. But I feel like the economy gonna go through a readjustment anyway, even after this crypto craze is over with. Cryptos ain't going nowhere. That's why we're getting all these bans and these regulations over there. Now, you said they don't use Coinbase over there because of regulations. Well, guess what? It's happening everywhere. It's going on everywhere right now. So once the government in the United States figures out how to tax cryptocurrency the right way, because right now they just a mess. They don't really know what the hell they doing, man. And they already behind, I think, 30 million tax returns right now. Our IRS, our federal government, everything is a mess right now. So this is your time, if you're listening, to get into cryptocurrency and make your money, man, before they start putting regulations and all these bans, because you already got some billionaires talking right now about cryptocurrency being banned in the United States. And when you hear these billionaires talking, don't act like you don't hear it. You got to listen, because these guys have the money to change the United States as a whole. You know, and that's my honest belief. Because once you get a couple of them talking about it, then you get other billionaires talking about it. And guess what? Money makes the world go round. And when you have money, you got politicians, and politicians make law, and they can turn around and just change this thing up so quick. I mean, think about it. Look what just happened in Georgia. What just happened in Georgia? They changed the damn law because Trump lost. These lawmakers can change anything if they see fit. Why the hell would they do it with cryptocurrency? Let me know what you guys think.
Yeah, and on another note, I'm starting to get really interested in these like bottom level, like just beginning companies that are like freshly listed on CoinMarketCap. You know what I mean? Like there's like 8 zeros before their first digit. Like, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking into, because man, people are making some bank on these starter companies. Like one that I'm really looking at and really excited about is Save Planet Earth, SPE token. They got some really cool stuff going on. They want to plant trees, all kinds of stuff, and I really like what they're doing. So I'm thinking about that, because it's at like 8 zeros and then something. So I'm gonna look at that, and then also too, you know, I'm making that crypto that I'm trying to start up myself called Koi Coin. Yeah, look into that too. Let me know if y'all are interested in talking about that.
Damn, Spirit Bear, you trying to make a coin for yourself now? Boy, you done came up. I got to give it to you, man. You're a creative guy, man. But you know what? That's what I love about the show. I love people who want to get out there and be creative. You get what I'm saying? If you make your own coin, man, I support it. But me overall, I got to give an honest opinion on it. I don't like getting into the new stuff, man. Like I know they initially climbed, like you had people coming on the show talking about Safe Moon Coin and all these other coins. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about getting into stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they brand new, they not known, and a lot of times that these coins get made, you got to have a serious backer behind them to get them out there. You know what I'm saying? So when you first start, you got a big risk of losing your initial investment. And if I was to start on a coin like that, yeah, I might start it with something like $100, something I can afford to lose, because there's too many people out here putting money in the shit they can't afford to lose. Like, you remember you told me, man, you had put your car payment into Dogecoin, and luckily it panned out for you. Me, I almost feel that same way with these small coins. I was watching a video on YouTube, and they was talking about, because it's Save Planet Moon, and then it's a couple other save something coins that's coming out. So I don't know. I really don't know. I ain't gonna give you bad information. I'm just saying, be careful with those initial new investments, man. I don't want you to lose your money. You seem like a good guy. You're creative. Just be careful. Hopefully you're right. Maybe I'll try a little bit, because you was right on BTT, man. That made me some money. I appreciate that, though.
Yeah, Spear Bear, you're correct, but Tron also works with XRP. It's a coin that actually accumulates with XRP. It's the same infrastructures that they want to use. So you're correct with Tron, but XRP is also a part of that infrastructure.
You catch that, Spirit Bear? He said you was correct, but it's still part of that infrastructure, man.
Oh no, I definitely get worried about the starter companies. I'm talking about just put it in like just $100 and just see what happens. Like just to mess around. It's funny I can say that now, because I used to say that $100 was a lot to me. That's crazy. But anyways, so the Koi coin, basically, I want to make it a DeFi, right? So a DeFinance coin that is used mostly to like as an exchange of value and as a donation pool. And basically, how that's going to work out is people can use their coins to vote on certain projects, that will help people like farmers or people who are in need, different things, and they can vote on different projects that the donation pool will be used for. And there's a whole lot of other stuff that I want to go into, but yeah, basically, I'm doing it through like regenerative agriculture and green energy, trying to make Puerto Rico and other places more self-sustaining.
Hey, Spirit Bear, man. Hey, shout out to you again. Hey, listen, I'm interested to know, and I'm sure our viewers interested to know, how do you make your own coin? Like, I know it's a process you got to go through, but I'm interested to know, like, how the fuck do you make your own coin? Like, I hear all these new cryptocurrencies coming out. Do you need a lot of money? Do you got to go up to the secretary? Well, but how do you get that whole process started, man? That's interesting to me, because I would make something called a Jabo coin or something like that. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I do it like old school, like the old companies, Lehman Brothers and all other guys, and Maryland Lynch. I'll probably name it after myself, called the Jabo coin or something like that. But how does that process work? Like, if you really get something like that out, that's like amazing to me. I'll be like, hey man, what's up? You meet a girl, you be like, hey man, shit, I got some Koi coin. I got some Jabo coin. Why don't you buy into that? That's impressive, man. Walk us through the process and let us know what you had to do to actually get that coin started up, because I'm interested, man.
That's another thing, JVO. In England, they're about to start taxing crypto. It don't matter if you got an airdrop, if you pooled, if you were staking, if you did a vote, if you did a liquid swap. By September, with this so-called financial reset, they want to be taxing us capital gains tax, the whole kabam. Like, I've come from the Forex world, MetaTrader, spread betting, we don't get taxed in that world. Yeah, there's no capital gains tax, and this is why everyone's jumped on crypto. But now, they're looking to tax you. So crypto's all audited. As much as they can trail, it's a financial trail. And they're going to start taxing us seriously. So you lot got to find different wallets with no KYC where you're not going to be audited, because everyone's going to be taxed like I don't even know.
Yeah, man. Hey, they doing that in the UK, man. I'm worried about them doing it in the United States. They tax crypto, Because now if you get your TurboTax, they actually ask you, have you bought any cryptocurrency? Have you? That just tells me that they don't really have the right regulation over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just hate that United States is going that route, like, because it's decentralized and you can't control it. Now you want to tax it. It's the same thing they doing with marijuana. Marijuana they knew was perfectly safe back in the 30s, man. And they outlawed it because they couldn't figure out a way to tax it because you can grow it on your own. Same way they try to do alcohol. But you can't just get rid of alcohol. It's just too addictive. It's too many people in the United States. And they made a black market for that, just the same way it did with marijuana, man. I'm just saying they're going to find a way to tax it here in the United States, but right now it's a mess. The IRS is already dealing with a bunch of bullshit here because of the pandemic and all the changes that the Biden administration made inside of taxes. I think your first $10,200 is tax-free if you got any unemployment in the United States. All those tax returns had to be amended because that came after tax season. So we a little bit mixed up and fucked up over here in the United States when it comes to cryptocurrency, but I'm a little worried when everything gets back to normal, they're going to get the cryptos right away. Crypto is making too much noise, man. Cryptocurrency is over 2.5 trillion dollars now as a whole. Trillion. That's just something you can't ignore. And I know United States is eventually going to get to taxing us and doing the same thing because we went from being a leader to followers, man. We went to the United States was the leader in the industry and everything. And now we just follow everything that goes on. So I have no doubt that we're going to get the same bans and same regulations they're doing in UK right now. You guys is a little bit ahead, man. I hate to say it. I love my country. Don't get me wrong. But it's the truth.
Exactly, Jay. This is another thing people don't understand. The reason crypto's going up so much is because obviously the people are familiar with it. It's something that's a hype, right? And because we was in lockdown, so everyone's online. The more we're online, the more crypto goes up because it relies on the internet. If there's an EMP or the Google goes down, last year Google went down for 2 hours. They said it destroyed so much stuff. If it goes down for a day or a week, everyone's effed. So if you don't know about SafePal, and having offline cold wallets, all it takes is for the system to go down, everyone loses their money, right? And this is the thing about cashless. Having gold or certain materials is the only way you'll be able to survive. But with the crypto world, you need a cold wallet or your money's gone forever.
Okay. I hear you one dimensions, but let me tell you something that's real particular and that's really, really good about the blockchain. Now, the blockchain is so good and cryptocurrency is so good is because every transaction we make is backed up and supported by this blockchain. The blockchain is nothing but essentially a database that keeps the transactions that we do. So you don't have to worry about your money getting taken from the actual blockchain. That's why cryptocurrency as an idea is very safe. You get what I'm saying? Now, I get what you're saying. If you go back about 5, 6, 7 shows, we talk about the importance of having a cold wallet. If you're really feeling like the market is going cold or anything like that, you can get you a physical wallet that you can actually plug into your computer. And what it's going to do is going to give you a 16, 17-digit password that you cannot forget. And you have to put it to a certain order to ever get your cryptocurrency. So I'm not really worried about my crypto getting stolen. I don't know if anybody heard over the weekend. It was a Coinbase user who got robbed. I think they took 46,000 out of his account or something like that. That was Coinbase, essentially one person, you know what I'm saying, as a whole. But if you got your money on the blockchain, that can never be changed. You get what I'm saying? That's why that technology is so important. Like once it's recorded on the blockchain, that's it. Nobody can go in and change it. And these blockchains is put into something like a block, and then it's chained together. That's why they call it a blockchain. So I'm not worried about my transactions getting messed up, but I do understand the importance of having an offline wallet, somewhere secure where you can put your cryptocurrency. But anyway, let's get another message.
Hey, Spirit and J-Vo. I had just saw one. I got to look more into it. I had just saw it pop up, but kind of like what Spirit was saying, with you got like 4, 5, 6 zeros before they become $1. I saw one called Turtle Coin that I'm going to look into.
Yeah. I've been telling you about all these coins, Chase, man. There's so many different coins that's out. It's almost hard for me to the viewers, hey, get into this, get into that. It has to be proven for me. Like, I like to talk about the stuff like Doge and all that because it's more proven. It's a safer thing to get in. I can't recommend new people in the market to get into these things and then they lose their money. Then they come back to the show like, Jabo, what the fuck was you talking about? Now look at my bank account because of you. Now you guys got to remember, we're not financial advisors, but we will give you advice on some things. You know what I'm saying? If you need that advice, I'll give it to you. But you got to do your own due diligence and do your own research. I know your parents taught you not to jump in some shit without knowing about it. I mean, that's the monkey in the room right now. People jumping in the shit without knowing what they're doing. But anyway, let's get some more messages.
Spirit Bear, holler at me, man. We need to talk. I was creating the same thing last year. It's really expensive, but follow me. I'll follow you back. We can talk off this. Or anyone that wants to talk and networks, come and network, and we can all connect. You understand? It's how we make money together.
Hey, 101 Dimensions, man. That's why we preach it here. That's why I say you go on there, you save his Twitter, he saved your Twitter. You know me, look, personally, man, me and Silk, man, we don't even like social media. I stopped using my Facebook as any type of social platform for talking, and I just started using things for business, man, because I realized what it is. It's a center of control. If you, as long as you're on social media or you have somebody dictating your life, it's a center of control. You get what I'm saying? The only reason I'm gonna use my social media, man, is to talk to you guys or actually get some information because that's the only way that people get it out now. They made social media like social media is like a necessity at this point. There's no way that you can get around using social media at this point. If you want to be any type of successful, networking is the only possible way. That's why we get on here and we save each other's Instagrams. We reshare the show. We get on Twitter because you want to get that information out to other people. The only way to make money is to see better, not with 2 eyes, but 4 eyes. Then it turned to 8 eyes. Then it take like everybody put their heads together and you're going to make more money. Essentially, I want to know how to make my own coin, just like Spirit Bear brought it up on the show. That interests me. That's something I don't know about. So I agree with him on that. I was like, hey man, how do you do that? If it's something I don't know, you always ask if you don't know something. I know a lot too, but some things I don't. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah, to make a coin is definitely a lot. I'm basically trying to put together a team right now because I can't do it on my own. It's gonna take a team. So if anybody out there knows, if anybody's a programmer or anybody who knows about blockchain technology, hit me up, man, because I'm trying to get this started. I'm looking to do this as mostly like a not for profit, but eventually, obviously, there will be pay. Just in the beginning stages, there won't be. But yeah, you got to put together a whole team. You need programmers, you need security, like technological security experts. You need like all the whole shebang. You need the whole team. So I'm trying to get that together.
Hey, now Spirit Barrel, you know what's crazy is 101 just said that right before you came on, man. And he was saying, hey, hit me up. That's how you find different people. We was in this room, man, and the guy Matt comes on. He works at Tesla. This is how you get all the information. Because I might say something, he might be like, no, that's not what's going on. What's going on is this. He actually working at Tesla, so he can give me that information. So get with 101. Then you come back on the show. You get with me and J-Bo. You get with me and Silk, and we network. And then it might be somebody else in the room that's listening that knows how to program. Could you imagine starting up your own coin from a show? You know what I'm saying? I'm with you on that. That whole coin, you just got to figure out what you want that coin to do. What technology is that coin going to be specific for? Because ADA, Dogecoin, all these coins have different technologies that's specific to them. Bitcoin is the only one that doesn't have a specific technology to it. It's just straight up a currency. That's why they say Bitcoin is like, it's the most known. Bitcoin is only used as the digital currency. Stuff like Ethereum, you can build platforms, you can build apps and stuff off of it. It's just so much more you can do. But anyway, networking, guys. Stay networking.
Oh, and thanks, 101 Dimensions, for clearing that up. I actually didn't know that. Thank you.
All day.
Oh, and thanks, 101 Dimensions, for clearing that up. I actually didn't know that. Thank you.
Okay, that was a repeat.
No, I never said it being taken. I said if electricity. If there's an EMP, if electricity goes down, the grid goes down, and your phone don't work, yeah, and everyone's using cards to spend, you can't then go to a supermarket. That's why 7,000 people in India died when they went into cashless society, because they've been stacking all their money under their bed and couldn't buy no food because they didn't know about technology. So what I'm saying is, if the grid went down, you can't use your crypto because your phone is not going to turn on. There's no internet. There's no cells. Yeah, there's no cell towers that are transmitting frequencies. So that's what I'm saying. Get a cold wallet where you can transfer your money off the internet structure.
I feel you, man. I feel you. But one question though, if it's not already off in cold storage and the power went out, how the hell I'm gonna get it off my cold storage anyway? Just food for thought. But anyway, I essentially get what you're saying, man. We don't really have too many power outages as a whole over here, but maybe overseas. I ain't really worried. I ain't too worried about stuff like that. The reason a lot of people don't have their cryptocurrency off in the cold wallets is because they want to make more money off of that crypto they got already. That's really just the truth. Like if I got 10 or 20 Ethereum sitting off in a cold wallet, and Ethereum is essentially going up and down, do you know how much money I can make selling Ethereum high and rebuying it back low? That's essentially why so many people don't like to keep their crypto, because it's out of your hands. You can't just make crypto make money for you if it's off in a cold wallet. You get what I'm saying? You want your money to be safe, but at the same time, who doesn't want their money to make money for them? I want my money to make money for me. Now, I had a couple of Ethereum. I sold some Ethereum. I took that Ethereum, I took one of them and put that whole Ethereum inside of BTT. I made about almost $2,000 off of that. Then I took my money. Now I'm in the process of taking my money back out, rebuying that Ethereum once it dropped for what I sold. And now I got $2,000 extra. That's just to give you an idea of what happens when you leave your money into a cold storage wallet. Now that's just me specifically and what I do, but I don't know what anybody else does. But we all want our money to be secure. That's just an idea for you. Just an idea.
All right, y'all got me pulling out my idea notebook, okay? Because like literally, I woke up from sleeping one night, and it just hit me like a lightning bolt. Like, I'm not even kidding, bro. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Like, it was pounding in my head like nonstop, and I had to write it down. So I just wrote everything out. But basically, so it's a DeFi coin. And then each token will also represent 1 unit of voting power. So that's what I was talking about with those donation pools. So that voting power will go into choosing what the donations will be used for. I want to keep it at a limited amount of supply so that it doesn't keep inflating. And also, too, I want there to be like, it's mainly for humanitarian purposes, right? So I want there to be drops of coins for farmers and other people who are in need, and they can use those coins as exchange of value with each other, or to purchase items through each other in like a marketplace that's in the app, or like there's all kinds of stuff I have for ideas, man. But it's going crazy.
Oh, Spirit Bear, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Getting off into agriculture, with the whole farmer thing and the humanitarian thing, you going the right way right now. Because you look at, man, they all over. They when Democrats get in, like Biden and all them, they generally more positive towards saving green, like green energy and all that type of stuff. So that'd be perfect to get into something like that. I think United States farmers lost something like billions, man. They've been losing billions for a couple years now. United States been trying to slow that down. To have a cryptocurrency to come in there to change that up, that would be crazy. You call it Koi Coin, man. Y'all heard it first here. One day you might see this guy's crypto up. You be like, hey, I was on this one show, and he's the guy that made Koi Coin. We might be talking about Koi Coin one day, man. Believe in yourself, and I'm happy that you came up with them ideas, man. I just had an idea last night. Speaking of it, I got a video coming out, man. I've been video editing it up. I'm gonna put it out. It's called Why I'm Going to Quit My Job by the End of 2021. But what I'm going to do is I put a lot of information on why quitting your job. I put some pros and cons in it on Jabo TV. You guys can see it in a day or two. I'll have that up. Or you can check out my other video that I had out, is why Black people are more financially illiterate. Now, I know the title sucks, But if you really look at it, man, I always try to educate people, and I want my race as a whole to come up and be financially savvy. I want everybody to be financially savvy. But I just realized that, a lot of us are lagging behind or don't know what the fuck we talking about. I asked the guy what credit was. He was like, you know what I'm saying? Credit, you know what I'm saying? Credit. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Now, God bless his soul, man. He was a good young man. He was just trying, but he wasn't the only guy. I get those questions all the time. Hey, what is cryptocurrency? What is stocks? I don't know what that is. You don't want to get involved in something that's gonna help you out and reach your financial freedom. We all run through certain things, man. That's all I'm trying to tell you. But anyway, let's get some more messages.
I even want there to be like these virtual classrooms that I want to set up too, because I have my permaculture design certification, so I can actually teach a course on permaculture, which is like making everything work together as a system regeneratively rather than it destroying the environment. Like everything from food to government systems to everything. So I want to actually give education courses to those who are in need as well, and they can use the koi coins to pay for those courses and stuff. Like there's all kinds of stuff, man. I'm not kidding you. Just hit me up. We'll talk about it more.
Hey, Spirit Bear, you feeling them? You full of ideas, man. These are excellent ideas. A lot of these ideas is going to fixing towards world issues. Now, I'll tell you this, man, about human nature. Human nature is fucked up, man. We like drama. We like BS. And a lot of those coins, I really hope do good. You know what I'm saying? I really hope you get some good out of those coins. You actually get people to actually back and follow it. But let me tell you a little something about people following positive things. It's hard to get them to follow something positive. If it ain't about fighting, if it ain't about rapping or any type of entertainment, it's hard to keep people's attention on the shit. Like, look, we built this show up over 30, 31 shows, man. It took a while to get a following because people don't understand. Like, they don't know about financial literacy, man. They don't know about making money in the stock market. They don't know about the cryptos. They want to learn now, but they essentially jumped in for something else. So I hope they jump on those koi coins just the same way that they jumping on them damn new shoes or whatever they doing. But I'm just telling you, human nature, you got a good heart, man, because you're always on this show talking positivity. I'm just going to let you know that not everybody thinks that way. So it's going to be tough to get that off the ground, but you just the guy to do it, man.
Yeah, I hear that, but any hustler can hustle anything. So at the same time, you got to be ready for when there's a drought. So if you've got 10 Ethereum or 10 Bitcoin, you keep 5 on an exchange, 2.5 on a cold wallet, and you do whatever with the other 2.5. You got to be always prepared. Prevention is better than cure. So, yeah, mate.
My man 101. Hey, look, I can't argue with you on that one, man. I essentially was using it as an example, but I can't argue with you on that one because I always talk about short term and I always talk about long term. See, what we forget a lot, and me myself, I'm guilty of this myself, is I get into the day trade and I get into the making money aspect of it and forget about holding those long term stocks I should be holding. Like I should have some money in Apple, and Tesla is not a day trading stock. You know what I'm saying? Those are stocks I should be having on the side and never touching. But it'd be so hard, man, because emotions get involved with stocks. No matter who you are, unless you fucking Warren Buffett itself, your emotions involved in stock. You watching the stock price every day. Even if the grid went down, guess what? We got phones that's charged. We still gonna be finding out what's going on. I'm just saying, essentially, that's the meaning of it to me.
Just like you, JV, it's like we have to be using these platforms correctly for businesses. When I first came on there, I just put one-on-one dimensions because I just wanted to talk about things that don't get spoken about, like the reason people can get done for conspiracy to murder or conspiracy to theft or fraud. So I've rechanged my name back to my networking business name, which is One-on-One Networks. You can find me on loads of different platforms. You will see a golden globe. I'm also on Discord. I have a server of all financial information, as well as information of knowledge and history, etc. So network with me. Just tell me where you came across. If it was on stereo, let me know, and we'll network. So blessings to you guys for doing this, and your listeners, and this topic.
All day 101, man. All day. Y'all network with that guy, man. You never know who you ran into. I think we ran into one guy who last show was talking about what is that? Small businesses and LLCs and all that other stuff. The guy schooled, look, he gave it to me at the end of the show. He was like, that's incorrect. 59 and a half, not 60. And you're wrong about cryptocurrency being taxed from cryptocurrency to cryptocurrency. It's being taxed. I was talking, look, I could be corrected just like everybody else. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm a human being. Sometimes I get caught up in the passion and might make a mistake. It happens. Shit happens.
I like the idea of Spirit Bear, man. He's going the agricultural sector and going green. I'm a big supporter of green and going on the agricultural sector. I'm pretty sure you know JVT. Yeah, so for me it's all about cashew. And for me it's all about the motherland and trying to get in on some good money. Because right now a whole lot of things are changing in Africa, and I'm finna go and just set myself up, do some plantation and all that. At the same time too, looking on Pi Network, man, I want that stuff to work for me. Once they go mainnet, even before they go mainnet, I'm gonna be looking into I'm gonna be looking into how to develop the apps on the utilities on the Pi Network.
Hey, Einstein, I knew you was gonna come in and talk about that Pi Network. We ain't gave our pitch the whole show, man. You guys don't know the Pi Network is the first social media cryptocurrency. Now you can mine this thing for free on your phone. All you got to do is click the link in one of our profiles. This ain't nothing where we make money, anything, but you do make Pi when you join together and you mine together. So all you do is go on there. It puts an app on your phone where you actually mine this cryptocurrency. Now, if you guys remember, Bitcoin was almost the same way. You wouldn't mine it on your phone, but Bitcoin was as low as like a 0 fraction of a cent. Then it was 10 cents. And then now you see where Bitcoin is today. Essentially, Pi could be the same way. Now, if you get on the Pi network, you do have to check in every day so they know you're not a robot. And what it does is it mines cryptocurrency. It mines cryptocurrency through securing transactions through transactions. And they reward you with crypto, which is essentially a Pi. PI. That's the name of this social media cryptocurrency. So if you get on it, you join the link on my under my avatar, because you got to have an invitation to get in, or you join the link under Silk's avatar. Whatever you have, the more people you have, the more you mine. Like right now, I think I'm sitting at almost 800 Pi. Now Pi, they say it could go as high as $10 for each one, maybe even higher. It essentially could be worth nothing though. You know what I'm saying? But that's not gonna happen, man. You got professors from the University of Edinburgh and professors from Tokyo. These guys put this cryptocurrency together as the first social media cryptocurrency that's going to be in the world. So I really believe in this cryptocurrency. Right now it's in its beta mode. So we're waiting on phase 3. I think by the end of the year it's going to go live. And when it goes live, whatever you have, that's going to go live. So essentially going to be worth something. So if I got almost 800 Pi right now, think about it. If it starts up at $10, what is that? That's $8,000 from nothing. So you guys go ahead and check out the Pi Network. Make sure you get onto it. It's something free. It's something that you don't have to do anything for, because essentially this cryptocurrency craze is bringing a lot of different things to us. They throwing cryptocurrency at us. That's how big this thing is going. They throwing cryptocurrency at us. But anyway, let's keep going, guys.
Can cryptocurrency be taxed for real? No passive income could be taxed.
Yeah. They say that, man, but they are taxing cryptocurrency, man. Now, essentially, IRS was saying something about cryptocurrency, the cryptocurrency purchases, them not being able to tax, but I got to look more into it before I give y'all that information to saying that, because I actually don't know. I use Pionex, and what the good thing about Pionex is, you can't get in there through a bank account. you have to already have cryptocurrency to trade on their platform, which I really like because I'm under the context that you don't get taxed from cryptocurrency to cryptocurrency buying. But when you use money to buy cryptocurrency outright, then you get taxed. And that's something that you want to put on your taxes. But like I said, the IRS is behind, and I really don't know what's going to happen with that situation. But you better damn well believe they're going to find a way to tax your ass. That's just way too much money. That's a $2.7 trillion industry that we're talking about. That's the market cap of all cryptocurrencies. That's a shit ton of money to be missing out on, man. Anybody got any more information on tax to tax? Let me know what's going on. I'm not in front of a computer right now. I'm running the show by myself because Silk is all fucked up. But anyway, let's get it.
Yeah, what Spirit Bear is doing is a good thing. There are a lot of people that have created crypto coins for like charities for coffee or the ecosystem. It's something like what Acorn's doing, creating his city. His whole city is based off renewable energies, and that's what powers the crypto. Everyone will be paid by that energy, right? When people understand how crypto works, then it makes more sense and what to actually invest in long term and what to scalp on, right? These little things to make quick interest in a couple of minutes or whatever, those scalping, but you have to also think long term because this is the new world. This is where it is. We're not going back to how it was in 2019 ever again.
Hey man, you my new guy, man. Dropping that good knowledge on us, man. Y'all know y'all hear one-on-one networks, man. The guy talking real things, man. Listen to that guy.
I'm even looking into. I'll be looking into setting up a Pi Network exchange point in Ghana. Man, I'm fitting to just make everything connect, and be putting on Twitter. Hey, you got Twitter headquarters in Ghana. You got German, one of your health headquarters in Ghana. You got a whole lot. You got all these companies coming in to set their manufacturing plants in Ghana. So, hey, it's big things happening. Big things happening. I'm a cushing real quick.
Hey, Einstein, I got to make a confession, man. Listen. The only time I ever been out of the United States is when I went to Canada, man. I got to be real with you. I want to come over there and get that money because you're not the first guy. You like the 100th, you like the 50th guy to come on the show and say, hey, Africa, everything in Ghana, everything going good. But I got to be real with you, man. I can't take that flight, man. That flight is a long damn flight. My ass be hurting them damn airplane seats, man. That's just, hey, look, that's just the real, to be honest with you. Like, but if it's real money to be made, like you said, I got to ask you, why do you believe in the Pi Network so much? I believe in it, but I never, ever asked you on this show why you believe in it so much. What makes you think the Pi Network is going to succeed? What do you guys think the Pi Network, do you think it's a scam? I really don't think it's a scam, man, because when I joined it, it was like 11 million users. It's like almost up to 17 million users. People are learning about cryptocurrency. It's like a one-on-one, like you were saying. Once people understand cryptocurrencies better, you're going to understand what to put your money in, what's bullshit and what's not bullshit. Like I told you before, when Spirit Bear was talking about Save Planet Earth and all the other cryptocurrencies, you're going to find out which ones to invest in and what not. Which one do you want to take the most risk on? Because if you do get into those new cryptocurrencies, I'm going to tell you, you will make money if it go up. But what if it don't go up? What if that shit goes down? That's why I like getting into ones that's proven a little bit. I got to see a couple initial jumps before I think about getting into something. You know what I'm saying? I need to see a couple initial jumps first. Anyway, let's get it.
Shout out to JVO TV and Silkala. Yeah, interesting show. I wanted to say to Einstein Papa, definitely link. Like, let's link because I'm actually in Ghana. Been here coming up on 6 months. And a lot of what you're talking about is why I came here. So definitely, if you're on the path to coming over, we should definitely link because I like some of your ideas.
Hey, hey, Einstein, you got somebody, baby. Hey, look. Listen, Einstein been on this show preaching about Ghana and what's going on in Africa for a minute, man. He come on every show and he repeatedly says, "Is money over here to be made? Is money to be made? And there's money to be made." So you guys gotta look at what people saying, man. One day you might be traveling like, let me see what this guy is talking about. Let me get interested in what he's talking about. Everything that I've been interested on the show that you guys have brought up has essentially made me money in the long run. Spirit Bear, my man GT speaks, and I know he changed his name a lot. Even the negative people that come on here, you find out something you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love it as a financial community. And if you guys keep giving that information, some of us gonna be some millionaires one day. I'm gonna come back and tell you, like, hey man, you made me a shit ton of money on my car insurance. You know what I'm saying? Like this. I'm gonna come on here and say something nice. Anyway, let's get it.
Spirit Bear, I noticed on his Instagram he's doing such a good thing about developing that crypto coin. Really, really, like, there's not enough people of you in the world, mate. Honestly.
Hey, I look at Spirit Bear be doing NFTs, writing songs, right? You got a creator. All you got to do is hook the creator up with people who have interest in ideas. Like Spirit Bear, I would say you like the Steve Jobs. Now you got to get your soldiers together. You get people together, man. You join those people up, and you give them specific tasks. You get you a coder, like you said. Then you get a guy who markets it. Then you get another guy. But you have to get people who believe in it as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Don't get people who full of shit and bullshit. You don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the same reason why I don't do business with family. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do business, it's business. And that's all it should be. So even with this coin you getting together, man, make sure you network with you run into. Einstein, you got somebody from Ghana right now. Drop that knowledge you be dropping, man. Drop her a message or something like that. That's how we gonna network in here.
Did you guys ever hear of the PHT coin?
Yeah, I wish I can get Silk on. He more experienced in all the new little coins that's coming out, because they come on with about 1,000 different coins during the show. No, I ain't heard about PHT, but if you do know something about PHT, come on and tell us about it, man. Because there's so many different cryptos. It's so many different ones. It's hard to keep up, man. Each one do something different too. I need an encyclopedia, man.
Nah, man. Passive income can't be taxed. You can't tax passive income. It's impossible. You heard? That's how the rich get rich. Passive income. You own homes, you own things that you're not working for, and some things there. You can't be taxed.
Hey, do me a favor, man. Let me know what happens on your tax return if you don't file for those cryptocurrencies. Like I've never filed cryptocurrencies on my tax. But now they asking for us to file it, like,
yeah,
it's just too much, man. Hey Einstein, I think we should have an extension of Coin out there in Ghana too. I'm all about helping the motherland. And yeah, if y'all are farming out there already, hey, I can help you out too. I know some different techniques. Like I don't know what your situation is, if you're dry farming or what, but I can
say
like
what now?
I've learned techniques where you can literally turn like dry dirt where there's nothing that can grow in it and make it completely lush soil. So that's like the kind of courses and stuff that I want to teach too through that Koi coin. But yeah, so link me up, man. Let's talk. Let's figure this out, and we'll, it's gonna be hard to get it started out there right away unless, I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? That sounds good.
Hey, Spirit Bear, that's a good idea, man. You got to get this Koi coin started up as soon as possible, man. Because the crypto craze, you got to get it started by the end of 2021. Like it's no question that you got to get it started by a certain time. Crypto is having its moment right now. I told you guys, it's almost like the Industrial Revolution. But right now we in some type of different revolution where everything is going digital. Like people not understanding what's going on. That's why so many new millionaires are getting made. I think we had just in the last 3 weeks alone, we got 2,000 more millionaires than we had before because of the altcoin market. Like it's going crazy right now. You guys have to jump on this opportunity while you got it. We lucky to be alive right now. doing this. You know, in the boom we are, and we all in prime shape and good health. We thinking right. This is the perfect time to make your money and get financial freedom so you can give it back to another generation. And you can teach your kids how to make money. Because, you know, in the United States, our shitty public school system don't teach us shit. They teach us that Christopher Columbus came here in 1492. I say, what the hell are y'all teaching the kids, man? Teach them the truth. Give these kids financial education. Give them something that's going to make money. Don't just tell them, hey, go out here and read degree, you're going to make money. A damn degree cost me $500,000, $100,000. You just gave me a house mortgage before I even got out here. And then want to give me a job to pay me $40,000 a year so I can be stuck in that damn house mortgage before I even buy a house? No. Financial education has risen up the ranks, man. Regular education, United States is telling us regular education ain't shit. They've been taking money out of education for years to pull it into military. What does that tell you? Prices at colleges and all that have went through the roof. What does that tell you? Jobs for those same people have went down. What does that tell you? 70% of the world's billionaires don't have college degrees. What does that tell you? That means get your financial education and think for your damn self. All they doing is taking that money and putting it away for you. We don't even have pensions anymore. We got 401ks. That means there's a pot of money that they invested that they expect you to live off of. And we might not even have Social Security when we old. If you don't do this stuff now, man, you're going to be sorry. Just trust me.
You guys ever heard of the PHT coin, the phonium coin? Basically, it's a true mobile-only cryptocurrency designed to deliver a simplified user experience and platform that enables all users, regardless of technical altitude, to fully participate in the new currency economy. Overall, basically, you can use it to purchase your phone plans, buy your phone minutes or your monthly bills. You could stake it, put it on the market. I think the only platform to purchase it is Probit platform. But yeah, it has potential. It has a lot of potential, it seems. Something to look into. It's a Tron coin. As well as the next Tron coin that's out there too is called the Hola coin. No, not Hola. Shit, I'll get back to you when I get the name. I forgot the name, but look into the PHT coin.
Hey, shout out 119, man. I'm going to look into the PHT coin because anytime somebody comes on here with any new information, I'm interested to get in, man. You guys always drop gems and you give us the opportunity to make that money. Now, you said it's only available on one platform, right? I'll look into it. I'll see how viable it is. And you know how I am. I do a lot of research on something and maybe I'll put 20, 30 bucks into it. What can it hurt? What can it hurt me to take that opportunity? That 20, 30 bucks might make me fucking two or three grand later on down the road. Because I'm going to put it in and be honest with you, I'm going to forget about it. I'm going to put that little bit of money in and forget about it. I wish I had did some similar thing to Bitcoin back in the day. I'm still hurting over the Bitcoin I sold last year. Don't remind me of it. But anyway, let's get it.
Man, I'm trying to get like Spirit too. I know me and him have been talking. And he said I got more followers on my Instagram, but I'm trying to market myself more too. So I'm also in the NFT space right now, rather new to it, but I've been an artist for my whole life. So I'm trying to benefit from it and sharing, but get to be more part of this whole NFT and cryptocurrency community. So you can find me on C_no evil on Instagram. You can also find some of my work on Rarible and OpenSea, same name.
Hey, shout out, man. We got a lot of artists and creators in here too. You guys don't know, we talk about NFTs a lot. The last couple of shows we ain't been talking about NFTs, which is the non-fungible tokens, but that's still something hot. Shout out to all the artists and creators in the room. I know NFTs are still exploding. We not off the NFT market yet. I'm still in NBA Top Shop. But what I found out about NBA Top Shop and them NFTs, man, you have to have a certain amount to get the best packs. You have to have a certain amount of moments, and you have to have a certain amount of things to meet these certain challenges on the site. So I got these moments to get the ones that actually have a lot of value. You have to gain those moments and gain their trust first before they let you start buying the more valuable packs. So that's what I learned about NBA Top Shop. And these other sites like OpenSea and Rareable, those things are still taking off, man. We mentioned before, even Tom Brady, he got I forgot the name of it. Tom Brady got an NFT site coming out. Snoop Dogg just sold a damn NFT. I think Money Mayweather getting into the game. It's like everybody is realizing that NFTs is gonna be the shit. Eminem got some NFTs coming out. I can name drop and celebrity drop as many as I can, but they understand what's going on with crypto. All of this is good news for cryptocurrency as a whole. Cryptocurrency as a whole gets good news every day. You got JP Morgan. I think my man came on and said Amazon is even backing Dogecoin or might accept cryptocurrency. If Amazon, look, let me tell you this. If Amazon accept cryptocurrency, the world gonna change. The world is gonna change. Amazon is like Standard Oil back in the day. It's too big. It's like a monopoly, man. If they start accepting cryptocurrency, that's it. The shit going to the I can't even fathom it right now. You know what I'm saying? Because Amazon is so huge. But anyway, let's get back on the topic.
No, yeah, it's not passive income. The government qualifies your crypto, the money you make on it, as capital gains. So any money you lose is capital loss. Any money you make is capital gains. You have to report it as that. You can't report it as passive income.
Spirit Bear, there you go. Hey man, thanks, man. That's what I was trying to tell. I was just looking like, man, it can be taxed. Crypto can definitely be taxed. You will get a fucking fat ass bill talking about something else, like, hey, you didn't report what we got. You know what I'm saying? But now what I really want to know is I'm gonna do some more research on it before I give it to you guys. But cryptocurrency to cryptocurrency buying, I want to know if that's taxed. Now I was saying it wasn't taxed because the IRS had released a statement on it, but they essentially can't touch something like that because it's not in their jurisdiction to do that. Cryptocurrency to cryptocurrency buying is not used with the US dollar. So how the fuck could they touch it? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know about that, man, but I'll do some more research, man. You guys know me. If I make a mistake, come on, correct me. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah, OpenSea and Rarible. No underscore for OpenSea and Rarible. So just trying to connect, man, and interested in seeing what everybody else got going on. Been checking out Spirit Bear's music and everything that he's doing. So I want to see what everybody else doing as well.
Yeah, man, everybody got some type of NFT or something they want to sell now, or just make sure you get into the initial investments of cryptocurrency as a whole before you split off into all these subsidiaries like NFTs and doing art and all that stuff. Just make sure you believe in cryptocurrency as a whole before you jump in that stuff. Because if you don't believe in cryptocurrency as a whole, there's no way you should be buying or even looking at NFTs. Because NFTs is inexplicable, whatever the fuck. It's super tied to cryptocurrency. That's basically what that falls under. I was gonna say inexplicably. Couldn't get it out. Get it out. Yeah, no, inexplicably. I have trouble saying some word. Chase, you be calling me out. He say specific, not Pacific. Specific. You know, people he be telling me that.
Explicative.
Specific.
Yeah, no, man, they don't teach you how to build wealth in school. John D. Rockefeller, the inventor of the modern education system, said it himself. He said, I do not want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of workers. School was only meant to teach people how to be better workers in factories and shit. It wasn't meant to teach you how to build wealth for yourself and long-lasting generational wealth. That was not supposed to be taught.
Yeah, man, it's the same reason they say United States is a democracy. But to be honest with you, they really don't want this to be a democracy. Just like you said, Spirit Bear, you always hit shit straight on the head. Everybody in this country has been brainwashed to be worker ants. You got the kings and queens, which is the presidents, and they want us to think that we don't have kings and queens. But how the fuck does a president become a president, then his son become president, and then his son after him become? That's bullshit. You got a country of over 300 million people. How the hell the same people becoming the president? And all, that's because they keep it like that, man. That ain't democracy, man. They wasn't meant. You wasn't meant to come up and learn. That's why Reddit that did the GameStop crazy stuff, the AMC that pumped up these stocks. It's a problem now because people getting educated. They understanding the real now. So they out here buying cryptocurrency. They out here buying stocks. They out here fucking the financial market up for the big guys. And they like, hey, people don't know what they doing. They shouldn't. I said, this is United States. It's a free state. It's a free country, man. You can buy whatever the fuck you want to buy. And if people want to get the knowledge, then they should damn sure get the knowledge. There's people out here charging you for this knowledge when this knowledge should actually be free. They should be teaching you this knowledge in public school. I guarantee you, when I have a kid, man, I might just homeschool his ass because public school system, if it wasn't for him, if it wasn't for my future kid getting out here, and I want him to be sociable. So that's why I would let him go to public schools. You know what I'm saying? Because you want him to have that social skill. But I would teach my son every fucking financial thing that I never got taught. Not because my father didn't know. It's because that was his era. He was taught to work hard. He was taught to go to work every day. He was taught to, to get that pension. You know what I'm saying? And that's why that generation look at us crazy. Hey, damn, these guys are lazy. I said, no, it's called evolution. We learning more. We doing better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that hard work, keeping your head down for 30 years with a broke damn back, and then you get a Corvette or a Cadillac in the end of your damn lifetime. Hell no, that's not it anymore. I don't want to drive a Caddy when I'm 75. I want to drive a Caddy right now. I want to live my life right now. But anyway, that's a whole nother rant, man. You know how you guys know how I get on the show about financial freedom. This is why I love talking about these stocks and this cryptocurrency and these NFTs or anything to do with any company. I love financial situations. I love talking about the news, and I love you guys coming over here talking and telling me what's up. Anyway, let's keep going, baby. Emmanuel, what's up?
You know, Silk and JVOT, I'm looking into this. One other thing that people haven't really turned their attention to. You know the reason why Elon Musk got all these satellites going up, he's setting up thousands and thousands of satellite stations in and around the globe. Yeah, so I happened to chance on the Starlink. I didn't even know it was even in operation and I think it's on a beta level right now. But they got these satellite dishes that are just self-tuning to connect to one of these satellites, and you're getting internet connections. And I'm finna look into it, because if I can get a couple of these in Ghana, man, and the price is good, I mean, I could, because Ghana, the skies in Ghana is clear on the normal day, so internet connection is gonna be very flowing. And if the price comparison or competition between the Starlink and the service providers in Ghana is competitive, I think.
Hey man, hey Einstein, man. Anything Elon Musk doing, man, I'm in full attendance with. Anything he doing, because this the same guy that seen things 20 years ago. Anybody that call you crazy, hey, you wrong about this, and now look at him. He on top of the world. Richest man in the world. Fastest man to become the richest man in the world. Elon Musk was worth $27 billion last year. Elon Musk is worth more than Jeff Bezos now. Or they go back and forth, but nobody has ever accumulated that type of wealth that quickly. The guy is smart to set up an infrastructure before he actually builds the product. Just like y'all was saying before, he built the damn computer system and everything he needed before he built the damn car. Tesla didn't become profitable until 2020. Or 19. He made it in 2003. That's how much hard work he had to do. Same thing you might have to do with that Koi coin, Spirit Bear. It might take some time to be profitable, but eventually it will be. I know you essentially not doing it to make the money, but at the same time, it take money for you to put your effort into it. You got to live. So you eventually going to want to take some type of profit out of it, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think if the price between Starlink and one being provided in Ghana, the comparison is if the Starlink is way better in comparison in speed and everything like that, yeah, there's no point. Then I'll just be setting up myself on my acres of land, with a cashew production, set up a base there or close to the city, have these Starlinks, connected and everything, be beaming these internet down in, having network or connections, and things gonna be just moving and rolling. Yeah, man. Ghana is the future, man. Or the future is Ghana, whichever way you put it.
I'm interested to see what happens with Ghana in the next year or two, man. I want to see how everything move over there after Akon get done doing this thing too. Africa is where it's going to be at. Just like they said over in the United States, it's going to be hard for a black man to own anything like a utility company. But if you go over to Africa, you can own basically anything, man, with no hassle, none of that. Anyway, let's keep it going, guys.
Yeah, bro, the NFT world is popping off. People keep saying that it's starting to be a bubble. I don't know what they're talking about, bro. There is so many musicians right now that are getting away from their label because of NFTs. Like even Taylor Swift, bro. Taylor Swift is trying to drop her label because she realizes the potential that she has with NFTs. Like shit is going crazy, man. I'm telling y'all, get on this NFT game.
Yeah. I told you, man. I dropped the NFT.
Bro.
Oh, you still going in and out, Silk? Hey, man, I keep telling people, man, NFTs. Remember we had that show when we were talking about NFTs before, and we were saying, hey, NFTs, you had a lot of people on the show like, that's just a hot thing right now. That's just a hot thing. I said, no, it's not. Do you understand the full potential of NFTs? NFTs can be essentially any fucking thing that you think has value to it. I could write on a damn napkin, put it up as a damn NFT digitally, and somebody could buy it because it has worth as a piece of art to them. Or put up a tweet, or even put up, like NFTs don't just have to be art, it can be music. It can be different things. That's the beauty of NFTs. And people don't understand that. And they don't
NFTs
understand
optional wealth.
Yeah.
Optional wealth. It's not
but it's just, but
really
yeah.
depend on.
Yeah. But I'm just saying NFTs has so much more potential, and it don't get no credit for that, man.
It has potential, but I don't full wealth of it. Like I just think it's just in like Bitcoin and all this.
Hey, I
just feel like it's in your way.
Hey, you going in and out, but it sounded like you was about to do some hating. But NFT, and that's what it sounded like. I was just like, look, NFTs, man, we don't even have to have no more to show about NFTs, man. Everybody know NFTs is going somewhere. Anyway, let's get it.
And when I say get on the NFT game, I don't mean just jump into it head first. Like, do your research, right? Look into, are you going to be a collector or are you going to be a producer? Are you going to actually make NFTs for people to purchase, or are you going to be purchasing these NFTs? Or is it going to be both? Because a lot of people do both. But you got to figure that out first, and then, start making your move, because there is money to be made by purchasing them, but you have to be very, very smart about what you're doing. You have to know what's going to have value later on. It's more of a long-term investment thing for that. And then if you're going to be creating them, you also need to know what you're doing. You need to be able to market yourself. You got to be able to make something that is appealing to people, and something that you feel proud of to put out there, because you're going to get a lot of shit from it too. So, but yeah, sorry for all the cursing, but yeah, it's a lot of money to be made, but definitely you got to be careful.
Hey, Spirit Man, don't be mad about cursing, man. Sure, you got passion. I don't care how you get it out, as long as you get it out, man. And you got passion. I like what you did with the NFTs is, so you were saying you have an NFT and say you got a piece of artwork, and as a bonus to somebody buying that artwork, they get a track with it, a digital track that's tied just to that piece of artwork. And that specifically makes that piece of artwork initially worth more than what it was before, because it's tied, like it's specific. That's what I like about NFTs, and I like the idea of you tying a song to a piece of digital artwork, because it gives it even more uniqueness, man. And I really like that idea. A lot of people don't understand that idea as a whole, but me, of course.
I like the
Yeah, it's a
creativity.
lot going on over here. It's a lot of opportunity. But for people who are coming, like, it's not gonna last. Like, if you have ideas, you have capital, you can start up just about anything, and the resources are here as well. If your goal is to produce and or deal with infrastructure, I'm focusing on sustainable development, but plastic recycling and building materials and stuff like this. If you got that initiative to do it, it's an amazing time to come over here.
Yeah, man. But you got to have the drive too. A lot of people think it's just all thinking. Like you, it's so many other factors involved in this game, man. People not taking advantage of it. Silk, you back?
Nah.
Hey, all right. hey, hey, you left me on single mode, man. I had to go ham real
Hey,
quick,
you
brother.
holding it down, man.
Let's get it, man. Let's get some more messages, guys. We nearing the end, man. We usually stop the show at 12. So just so you guys know, if you got any questions, get your questions in, man, and we'll answer them to the best of our ability, man. Because I love this financial community. Let's get it.
Hey, if y'all need some more information about this too, and for marketing and really anything about business, look up Gary VEE, Gary Vaynerchuk. This dude he's the dude, okay? Like Gary Vaynerchuk is the guy, like for everything. He's on the top edge of everything, like NFTs and like everything, just everything. Look him up, Gary VEE or Gary Vaynerchuk. He's all over the place, but he's got tons of gems that he's dropping all the time.
Gary Vanderchuck. Yeah. I gotta admit to y'all, I don't NFTs, I know the basic knowledge. You know what I'm saying? The basics of NFTs, but I'm not super, detailed about when you start making them and you get into coding and all that. I that part of it, I'm not an expert in. That's why you got to get expert people who are. So it's Gary V, man. I'm gonna write that down on the goal board. So when I'm just sitting there, like, let me look up what Spirit Bear was talking about. Who the hell is this guy, Gary? What are you talking about? That's the type of person I am.
And make sure y'all listen back on the old shows too. That way,
Yeah.
anything that y'all missed, you can just jump right on it.
Hey, shout out to y'all. Y'all been listening to the old shows, man. I ain't gonna lie. I looked at the total plays we got. I see people replaying the show a lot. So if you missed the show, you can always replay the show. And shoot, actually come on here and say hi. Come on here and say hi, man, and tell us what you invested in sometime. Anyway, let's go.
Come on, Jay. He's shucking and jiving right now. All right, end that, Jay.
I don't know how to take that one. What does that mean?
Anytime you hear something like that again, just end it right away, bro.
Was that meant to be some type of slur or something like that? Or I'm just
It's the banjo shucking and jiving. So,
oh, hey, you know me. I gotta address it all. Like, what is he trying to say?
me personally, I don't really give a damn. Next message.
Thanks, guys. Big love.
No problem.
No, so I think maybe a lot of I don't know if you probably understand this, but for other people who might not, but for not profits or not for profits, they make money. It's not like they just don't make any money. They make enough money to run and pay their people, but they just don't like any extra money that's made is not taken as profit by the people at the top, like the CEO and all that shit. Any profit made by the company is then reinvested into the company. That's the beauty of it. So that's what I'm trying to do with this.
Yeah, either get
Right.
reinvested or somebody find a way of stealing it. But I believe me, I understand it, man.
Yeah, I like nonprofit organizations because then there's a meaning and a purpose behind it. Like the money is used to help people instead of, going in your pockets, getting you a big house, this, that, and the other.
Hey, where you at? You went to, you working on the house?
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta come see how it look, man. I see you out about doing your thing, man. Making money while you listening to money.
Hey, man, shout out to all the listeners in here holding it down for me. It won't be like that Wednesday, but I was busy today. So shout out to all the listeners holding it down. Spirit Bear, Einstein, See No Evil, and One Dimension.
One-on-one
So I
dimension.
appreciate it. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah. Look, we're gonna play these last two messages, man, and then we probably gonna get out of here. But before we do play these last two messages, I want to make sure you guys got it. And I want you guys to go ahead and share the show. Make sure you save it, put it on your social media. Make sure we get out there, man. And don't forget that $100 that we giving away at the end, in the mid, probably the middle part of the show Wednesday. So I'm gonna put the show up right after, so you guys can subscribe. So make sure you come in there, man. If you got a new listener, tell them to listen in. That's a free $100 for somebody who's new to the game, and that can mean a lot to someone. Because $100 is a lot to somebody else. It might not be as much. Anyway, let's get it. Last two messages, man.
Like I expect obviously to be able to pay myself and other workers, you know, an understandable wage, not some crazy thing, but worth what it should be. Um, and then, like I said, anything after that will then be reinvested into the company so that it keeps expanding. Which is, I guess, like what you said too with Elon Musk, because he reinvests everything he does back into himself. So that's what I'm trying to do too.
Yeah, man. And that's essentially like when you have something like you trying to come up with, and it's not a business that's not in the stock market, then you're not manipulated by what your investors want you to do. So you can always jump right back in and reinvest that money to make the company better. The reason a lot of these companies don't get better is because of greed. They don't want to throw the money back into the company. They want to throw it back into the stock price by buying stock back. Did you know only 6% of the companies in the United States actually take the money and reinvest it back in the company? That's down over 20% over the last 30 years. That's to show you how much greed is in the stock market because they only care
Hey,
about the stock price, man. And that's just
one
bullshit.
thing, one thing I can say about Spirit Bear, he got a lot of good ideas. One thing you got to do is just focus on one at a time. That way, the
Yeah,
universe ain't mixed up in what you're doing. So
yeah,
if you want to get your music going, to get that other thing, to get the money, to get the other thing going, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, yeah,
always focus in on one thing to get the other thing going. But make sure you write it down on like a vision board. That way you don't lose track of what your end goal is.
yeah, yeah. Good advice, man. Get chases.
I think Big Coil was just showing his musical talent. He was playing a harmonica, just sharing it. He probably got NFTs out there. Have to check it out.
Hey,
Right.
shit. He would have came on and said something. It sounded like slave music a little bit, man. That's what I'm thinking. Like, what the hell? What is he trying to say? But anyway, man, we reached towards the end of the show, man. Like I said, I appreciate everybody listening every time. We got over probably 30 something shows of knowledge now. Everybody contributes in this financial community. We come on Mondays and Wednesdays, 30 minutes before the stock market open. Now we usually give you the news and the stock market update, but the stock market been on some real shit lately. So we've been more talking about cryptocurrency. So if you guys come in, you got some new knowledge. Don't be afraid to come in the mornings and drop that knowledge on us. If you have questions, don't be afraid to ask them because there's no dumb questions. And you guys always keep coming back to the show. Make sure you share the show. Make sure you get this information out here. And if you got information to give that's positively going to affect the community that we in, give that information, man. But we try to stay positive mostly on this podcast. We do get some negativity, but sometimes that's just how shit go. Anyway, let's get one more.
Silk, I appreciate what you just said right there because I have that problem actually. I have so many ideas in my head that I try to do so many different things and then I get burnt out. And yeah, I need to focus on just like one or two things. But yeah, I appreciate what you just said, so thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man, as well, man. You inspire us all. But at the same time, I feel like you similar to what I was doing. I had like 20 ideas, and I just had to slow down, get one done, and then do another one. And then that's what catapulted me to have, that's why I say that's why that vision board is important. That way you just write down what your goals is, and then conquer them one at a
Yeah.
time.
One at a time. But anything else, Soap, man?
That's it, man. I appreciate everybody holding it down while I had technical difficulties. Seemed like y'all can hear me clear, so I appreciate. I actually enjoyed the conversation, so I see what the listeners are talking about. Like I
Yeah,
enjoyed being
this
on
was
here and listening to the community. So yeah,
this was
definitely.
hey, look, y'all could carry the whole show, man. I was like, shoot, that y'all carried the show today, man. I just feed off of you guys. That's it. That's all I do. But anyway, check back with us Wednesday, man. We giving out that $100. You guys be safe. Go see how your stocks, go see how your crypto is doing, and let me know how it's going Wednesday, man. I appreciate you guys. We'll be back Wednesday at 9 a.m.
All right.